Oh yeah, 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 oh no. La la la, baby, la 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 la, la la la, baby, la 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 la, la la la, baby, la 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 la, la la la, baby, la 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 la. You're cruising high seas with what that vibe. Brandon and Shelf are feeling so alive. Join the Parker fam, we're here to share. Trip 16 stories we all can bear. Talk to me Thursday, we're bringing the news. Get ready to cruise, we got fun to choose. Parkers are on the go, let's sail away. High seas adventures, come laugh and play. Subscribe, take a trip, join our crew. With our family vibes, we're here for you. La la la, baby, la 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 la, la la la, baby, la 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 la, la la la, baby, la 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 la, la la la, baby, la 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 la. Put your feet in the sand, let your worries fade. Weekly vlogs drop all the plans we made. Country kids just living, finding our way. Parkers on the go, come join the play. Sharpen's got your back, travel advisors pride. With Brandon's humor, we're along for the ride. Parkers are on the go, let's sail away. High seas adventures, come laugh and play. Subscribe, take a trip, join our crew. With our family vibes, we're here for you. La la la, baby, la 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 la, la la la, baby, la 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 la, la la la, baby, la 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 la, la la la, baby, la 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 la. Life's a journey, let's make it right. Join the Parker fam, shine bright tonight. Life's a journey.
Hey, happy Thursday. Oh, hold on. Yeah, hold on. Okay, there we go. Hey. I love that. Let's do it. Let's do it. Y'all know what that is?
You don't have to stand on the corner and swing. Cause you got your own thing. You can't help it.
Oh, I can cut it out. Go on, let it play. I'm gonna cut it out.
What you gonna do when the 5 roll by? You better be ready so you can ride. Come along and ride on it.
Fantastic slide, slide, slip it and slide. Literally. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Happy Thursday, y'all. Happy Thursday, y'all. I hope you are doing well. You didn't know. You know, did you?
I did not know that was the
Welcome back to another Talk to Me Thursday. Boy, Carnival just keep giving us the hits, and I love it. I am loving it. We love it. We getting something to talk about again, and it's just amazing. You know, we like to have great topics, but this has been one heck of the past 2 weeks.
Appreciate it. We ain't gotta We ain't gotta hold up before the live. Hey,
no,
what
we're gonna talk about tonight.
hey, what are we gonna talk about tonight?
I could plan lives before we get here and make custom thumbnails. This has been awesome. I did. Have you not seen it?
No.
Oh my goodness.
I've been locked into a wrestling.
You've been locked in. Oh yeah, no. I'm gonna have to show it. I'm gonna have to show it to you because you need to see it. First of all, because your face is on it.
I didn't enter a wrestling.
So let me see who's in the house while I show Brandon his thumbnail. We have TJ's Destinations. What is going on, fam? Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for being the first one in the chat today.
First one in the chat.
Let's see. TJ says Spirit Raid. Oh, we appreciate it, man.
I saw it.
You saw it?
I saw it.
Okay, you got it. You got it. Okay. We appreciate the Spirit Raid.
Panty Raid.
Is some of that too? Okay. And then we have Miss Deb. Miss Deb says, hello, Parker's on the go and fam. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, Miss Deb. Thanks for stopping in. And then on the go with Yolo says, Spirit Raid. Hey, friend, how are you? Thank you for popping in. We appreciate you. And then yours said, Spirit Raid. Love it. Love it. Thank you all for dropping in. No, he cannot. Not today. Tomorrow, not today. Let's see here. Jaden got his teeth cleaned today. He wants chips, but he cannot have chips today. Okay. All right. So Brandon will be back, but we'll talk until he comes back. Let's see. Hey, MH family, thank you for being here. We appreciate y'all. I hope y'all did y'all homework. Jacqueline Jones, hey fam, how are you? Thank you for being here, and thank you for all the members for being here. I'm gonna give that blanket statement before until Brandon gets back. And then let's see. On the go with Yellow is saying happy Thursday, fam. And Alicia Peterson, hey Alicia, how are you? Thanks for popping in. We appreciate you. Glad to be back in service one more time. What up, fam? What is going on? Philippines Travel Spree, thank you for popping in. We appreciate you guys being here today. And then Marilyn Mel Tibbs, hey, how are you? Happy Thursday, fam. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Alicia said, wow, I never caught the beginning of the live. Awesome video. Love the Parker Show. Nostalgia. Thank you, fam. We appreciate you. We appreciate y'all. Lady, yo, what is going on? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. And then, nope, not watching that mess. I'll take y'all's word. I'm good. You're not watching it. Yeah, we put up a poll because we want to see what you guys are thinking. So let us know. Make sure you take the poll. Let us know if you're watching it. Right now, we are at 45% saying yes, that they have watched it and they're ready to talk about it. And then 18% say, I'd rather not. I just rather not. It's very, very interesting. It is very interesting. Let's see here. And then Sharo's here. Hey, Sharo, how are you? Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you. Yeah, so we are doing the whole thing tonight. My phone is being weird. We're doing the whole thing tonight, y'all. We are talking about the documentary. I don't know if you guys saw it. Brandon and I did what do they call it? The watch-alongs? They don't call them watch-alongs. A reaction video. Yeah. We did a reaction video because we were just like, you know what? I already know how I am, and I am going to react. And people don't know what it's like to watch TV with me. So exactly what y'all saw that's literally how it is to watch TV with me. So yeah, I am very vocal. Let's get ready to rumble. Facts. Hey, C, welcome in. Thank you for popping in this evening. I appreciate you. Yellow said, nah, I'm gonna sit on the sidelines and listen in. Gotcha, fam. Fam said she good on that one. She not doing it. Hold on, y'all. I gotta figure out what's going on here. Let's see here. Okay, so hopefully that fixes whatever's going on. Yeah, Yellow said she's not doing it. So yeah. So definitely want to get into it. First of all, until Brandon gets back, I do want to ask y'all, how the heck hot was it for y'all this week? It was 102 here, and it's still hot today. We peaked out at 102 these past 2 days, and I'm trying to tell y'all, it has not been fun. It has not been fun. So yeah, we've been trying to sit here and trying to manage it because it's even like even the air conditioning in the house and in the car and stuff don't even feel right. So North Carolina gets hot, but we don't get that hot. It has been truly different for us. Yeah, it's definitely a lot to talk about. I know you guys talked about, we talked about last week about the rewards program, and have y'all changed your minds? Have y'all changed y'all's minds? I want to know. MH Family said it's been a crazy week with the heat. The heat has been crazy. Like, as soon as I step outside, I'm just like drenched. So I've done everything from like keep ice water in the car. I have this, and I take this with me wherever I go. It's filled with ice, and then I fill it with ice. I pour water on top of it. I have a jug of like frozen water. I have a fan. It's hot. It's hot. We're not used to this. And our cars, everybody's cars right here be like, what y'all talking about, Willis? And gas too high. No, the images were as crappy as I thought they would be. See, that was for me too, because the whole time I was just expecting to see some mess. Okay, I was expecting to see some mess, but it was like on the borderline of mess, but not a lot of mess, if that makes sense. It was enough to like, okay, yeah. What's going on, Will? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you dropping in this evening. We are talking all about the documentary. I know you've seen it. Let's talk about it. We got up to 96 here in Western New York, which is hot for here. Listen, I would have taken 96. I would have taken 96. It was unbearable. It was at points in the car, even just like going to because we don't have like traditional mailboxes in front of our house. We have like kiosks. Even just going to the kiosk where it was like, okay, all right, I'd just rather not go outside. And Bingo has not been happy with us, but I don't want to burn his little paw pads. So it's too hot. Money to the T, happy Thursday. Your reaction video was everything and all that I needed. Thank you, Money to the T. I appreciate it. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, because really, if y'all remember, we had discussed it before. Brandon and I was talking about that's how we were actually going to start our channel, is doing reaction videos to 90 Day Fiance. Because the same way y'all saw me reacting in that video, if you watch it, is exactly how I react. That's exactly how I react. So it's no, you're not getting like that's how I react to stuff. That's how I watch stuff. So yeah, I'm one of those people. You at points in time in the movie theater, you might be like, all right, because I got something to say. C said it was even hot earlier in the week. Today seems to cool down. It cooled down just a bit today, just a tad, but it was still hot. Hey Marjorie, how are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Let's see here. And she said the high was 71 today.
Where?
See, YOLO. She said in New York it was 71.
Oh, look.
Yeah, it was not 71 for us.
I would pay $5 for it to be 71 degrees during the day.
It's just gotta sit still. Yeah, it's definitely you just gotta sit still. Hey Shiro, thanks for popping in. Yeah, because it was one day Brendan was like, yeah, nah, you need to stay in the house. Like, yeah, you know what? Even when I had that meeting, if you saw the members only video, if you didn't, there is a short video in there. I went out to a networking event, and then when I came back, I was like, on the way back, I was like, Brandon, you need anything? Brandon was like, nah, come home. It's too hot to be out there in them streets. Come home. I like the heat compared to the cold.
No, buddy. Get that out of here.
I used to say the same thing, TJ. Like, I'd rather be hot than cold.
Because my defense always is, you can always add clothes. You can add more clothes. Theoretically, you add as many clothes as you want. There's only but so many clothes you can take off when it's hot.
Yeah. On go Yola said hot for us is usually 85ish.
I would pay $2.77 for that.
Will said heat index was 107 yesterday. I worked outside and I told my guys we're done for the day at 12:30. I know that's right. I'm surprised you made it to 12:30. My mom said she left the house at like 5:30 in the morning. She had to go somewhere, and it was already 85 degrees.
Yeah, I don't know what day. It was a couple of days ago. I went outside, and it was like 7. And I was like, I came back in and was like, hey, it's already hot outside.
Yeah, no, we're good. Yellow said, I'd rather be cold. You always add layers. If you're hot, then there's no relief, just miserable.
But this is a different kind of hot. This is a disrespectful.
It is
I don't really care about your feelings. You can get out of here. Like, that's this type of heat. Like, it is just dreadful.
It gives you one of them thoughts where you might want to straighten up and fly right. Because I ain't gonna make it. Let me get my life together, Lord. Phil said, nah, give us the cold all day.
All day.
Jacqueline said it is 97 in South Carolina.
It's an oppressive heat.
It is.
It's oppressive.
It's bad.
It is not. It is not good. And our ancestors.
God bless them.
God
bless them.
God bless.
I've drunk more water this week than I probably have in my whole life. I am literally walking around with a gallon jug of water, and I just keep refilling it and putting it in the refrigerator. And this is the most water I've drunk in my whole life. TJ said my summers where I live are 95 to 108 from the middle of June through the beginning of October. Yeah, that's nuts. That's nuts. Nah. Hey, Kevin, how are you? Thank you for being here. Heading to Mexico next week. Oh boy. Winifred Steele, thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Hey, fam. And thanks for being over on the Facebook side. We appreciate you. I'm used to the heat. I worked in it for 29 years, from the high 90s to 118 degrees.
They try to sit here and tell me
it ain't no 64. Not right now. I just came from out there. Ain't no way.
This is Mexico.
Oh, well, I'd rather be in Mexico then. I mean, I probably would right now anyway, but Kevin said he is doing good. We're doing good. We've broken out of the $9,500. I mean, I wish we had it. I wish someone was giving us $9,500. We've broken out of the 9,500 subscriber jail. We are now at 9,619, I think. And we hit 2.3 million views on this channel today. So that's crazy. That's crazy. So yes, I'm pretty happy about that. My Facebook and Instagram account got suspended yesterday. What? I heard there was a lot of that going on. They said there's a lot of at Facebook. If you guys don't know, Facebook has implemented like this AI bot feature in your Facebook groups, and apparently the AI bot is spamming people's account and is causing Facebook groups to be deactivated. So if you guys have Facebook groups and they put that AI bot in there, turn it off because people are losing their accounts. On the go, said, note to self, don't go to Cali in the summer. Because we went in April, we was like, it's too cold. Now, where can we go?
How hot is it? Somebody say?
TJ said it was 107. Heat index of 107. Yellow, thank you. We appreciate it. We'd appreciate it. Let's see here. Depends on where you're at.
That makes me want. Think about how hot it can be. Generally brings me to tears.
Yeah, that's crazy. So let's see. Thank you, Miss Deb. We appreciate it. Yeah, I got the notification today. I was like, oh, this is nice. This is nice. 2.3. That's pretty dope. So thanks to you guys. We appreciate it. Y'all want to get into it? You want to get into it a little bit?
Sure. You go ahead and start. I gotta make sure you don't see.
Okay. All right. So, y'all know the documentary came out. There's so much to talk about, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, but y'all know we're gonna do it the way I like to do it. I like for y'all to see what I'll be talking about. So, we definitely want to talk about the documentary. We want to talk about what you guys thought was the worst part. We want to talk about some of the people coming back that weren't on the documentary, but that were on that cruise and saying that It didn't glamorize it. It told the truth, but it also left out some important things. So I want to talk about that too. And then we want to talk about who your favorite is. We're going to get into it. TV's Travels. Hey, fam. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for being here. Have we said hey to the members?
Yes, but you can say it again.
Hi, members. Thank you for being here. We greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much for rocking with us.
Absolutely. And go ahead and hit the like button for us. There are 34 of you guys watching. If you would do that, that would be great. And share us out. We would appreciate it. So, y'all know me. Y'all know me by now. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. The first thing I want to do is I want y'all to drop in the chat. Who was if you watched it, who was your favorite interview? Who gave the best interview? Do you have a best interview? So let me give you some names so it can jog your memory. You want to do that?
I went to the store and came back.
I know. It don't take much. All right, here we go. All right, the cast of the chaos. We have Rebecca and Larry. Rebecca and Larry was the daughter and father duo, okay? They were the father who just wanted to spend time with his 12-year-old daughter.
Oh, is that who you thought they were married off to? I saw you kept that in there.
I did. I mean, I want to be authentic. Hey, good choice. Thanks for popping in. We appreciate you. Phil said never saw it. It just came out, Phil. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about it. Might be some spoilers. Okay.
I'll tell you this. It left from Galveston.
It did leave from Galveston.
So it was bound to be what it is. Because the same color that was going on in the ship, it's the same color as that water in Galveston.
I can't. Dang, they were all pretty good. I can think of at least 5. All right, so Rebecca and Larry, I think they gave the most emotional.
Yeah.
They gave the most emotional interview. They stayed grounded. I don't think they were just like trying to be the comedian or you know what I mean? No. They really gave I think they gave the most authentic interview. Then we have Ashley, Jamie, and Kaylin. Now, Ashley, Jamie, and Kaylin are the bachelorette party. Woohoo! Shots. Ashley, Jamie, and Kaylin are the people that when you're on the ship and the ship can't leave on time because they don't go to their muster station. And now that's why the bar got to be shut down. It's because of them. Not particularly them, but people like them, okay? Then we got Abby. I'm gonna say his name is Abby. If I say it wrong, I apologize. Abby was a cook. He was a guy from India. He worked in the galley. He said he's never worked that hard in his entire life, and he had the phrase I think that made the whole series, which was the poop lasagna.
Yeah, that's. He may have been. So just spoil. He may have been my favorite.
I think, yeah. Because first of all, when he first started cussing, I was like, wait, what? It kind of threw me off a little bit. All right, so that's our first set of characters. Let me see what you guys are saying, and then we're going to get back into it. YFC, what is going on, fam? Thanks for... Dang, going it.
Hey. It's your boy Shelton. He sent me something. I gotta read that. But I'm gonna leave him alone.
You gonna leave him alone?
Hey.
Okay. C said the daughter and the father were least memorable for me. I think it was just because they weren't dramatic. Yep. Okay, Brandon will do that.
I don't think he feels good.
His teeth. He got his teeth cleaned today, so I think he might be having a hard time. Yeah, I think it was because they weren't as dramatic, is what I think. And then Miss Deb said those 3 women and the father and the daughter. The 3 that was making me mad. And not mad in the sense of like, I don't think they were doing too much. They were living their truth, but it was like they were literally the people that you see on a cruise that's like, okay, y'all go ahead on to the muster station now. The bar gonna be here. Or it was the whole, we got so drunk, we lost our dignity. That was my favorite statement from that group. C said dirty A water, not just dirty water, but it was that dirty A water. So that was C saying. You go say it right now.
Oh,
she said dirty. It's that dirty A water from Galveston.
That dirty ass water from Galveston.
Feels like I'm taking my light back, Brandon.
Why would you punish my wife for something I said? You got a problem with me? Come to me.
Bob was like, "That's on Netflix, no Sherlock." Bob said, "Well, turn it on so we can watch it." Oh, cruising complete. Thanks for being here, fam. We appreciate you popping in. If you have anything that you want to drop in the chat, we talk about the poop cruise, right? Drop it in the chat. I was impressed. The bachelorette party folks were still in the dock. Listen, it wasn't even just lit. still lit in the dock. It wasn't even just that. If you go back and look at when they first started talking, I feel like Kaylin had a little bit of, I don't think they really get along like that anymore.
I'm gonna be all the way real with you. That they all look alike to me.
So Kaylin,
they all look alike.
Kaylin was the one on this end. It don't matter. Anyway, she was giving Jamie some side eye. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry, y'all. We got to handle some stuff. C said the poop lasagna man. See, yellow. That's why you gotta watch it. We're gonna get into it. One of the crew members was cracking me up. Oh, you must be talking about Hannah. Let's talk about Hannah. We won't call her the crew member with the T, honey, because Hannah was dropping the T. Hannah didn't care about nothing. Hannah was like, I wasn't even in my cabin when it went down. Hannah said, Hannah was our After Dark crew member, okay? She was just like, it'd be a lot going on the ship, and I mean a lot of it. Hannah was really giving everybody all the tea, okay? So it was like, it's stuff we had already heard, but Hannah was like, nah, we're going to put a period on this sentence. This is what it is. This is what we be doing on the ship, and we be doing it a lot. So while y'all thinking we just back here mopping floors and serving y'all biscuits, nah.
We serving biscuits.
We serving biscuits, all right. Hannah told everybody's business, okay? But especially her own. TJ said an open bar would have been lit. Oh, TJ, that open bar was the biggest mistake. It was the biggest mistake.
It's not smart.
It was not. Hey, Alicia, how are you? She said, I was rooting for the dude who was trying to hold it. Hey, I feel like all of them was, but Ashley with the Imodium, come on, Ashley. I don't know how she did it. I know she couldn't have told the truth. 8 days and she didn't go. Come on. I don't know. Ain't that much Imodium in the word. Something got to give.
How much Imodium you taking on a 4-day cruise?
It was supposed to be 4 days, but
I know
she already popped in on day 3. She was already popping the Imodium, so she still had 5 more days.
I know, but did she take Imodium all those days?
No, she said she started taking it when she realized the red bags.
It was a hangnail.
Okay. Let's see here. She said, I want to know where the black folks went after sail away. Listen.
There were no African Americans.
There were none in the documentary, but there were people like in pictures and like in video, but at the same time, where were they? You know they were on the ship. Where were they at? Because even when they started showing like the shanty town and all that stuff, you ain't see nobody. So where did they go?
Why? Where were the African Americans?
Hey, Florida Cruisers, how are you? Thank you for being here. We appreciate y'all. Yellow said 1 point.
I think that fits into the narrative structure of what we're talking about. I don't think I deserve it.
Florida Cruiser says, we love your Gay Sky presentation. Thank you, fam. We appreciate you. And thank you for watching and commenting. Yes, if you guys have not seen it, we do have a video out about Gay Sky, and it's an eSIM. So if you guys have not seen it, please go over and watch it. And just, if you've used it before, let us know. Leave a comment. And, tell us your experience. Because we definitely want to let them know if you guys are not having the same experience that we had. So definitely let us know. Okay. The three women kind of annoyed me, especially the one with her Imodium. How much of that stuff did she take?
So she asking the same question.
She asking the same question. Same question. She said same. I'm thinking the same thing. Okay, am I missing something? Okay, so T, if you have not seen the Poop Cruise documentary that is out, listen, it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
You can find some version of a Cruise documentary on YouTube.
Yes, it's on YouTube. It's called Trainwreck.
It's not on YouTube.
I mean, not YouTube. I'm sorry, Netflix. It's called Trainwreck. So if you haven't seen it, it's about 55 minutes. Yeah. So go check it out. And it's telling the story of the Carnival Triumph in 2013 over Valentine's Day weekend. It was supposed to be a 4-hour cruise.
4-day cruise. And a 4-day cruise.
Yep. I want to know if Jen still works for Carnival. Jen was still working for Carnival. And the reason why I don't think she does anymore. I know she did for a while because I was on Facebook and there was another travel agent and she posted pictures with Jen from when she was on a sailing on a different ship and Jen was still a CD. So I don't know how long. I guess we can always Google it and find out. But I don't know how long she was a CD, but she was still a CD for a while. She said maybe they were younger when it happened, but they were still acting like college girls. They were okay. They were lit. They didn't care about nothing. Their whole goal was to get drunk in Mexico. Because
the worst part, I know they have to put in scenes for dramatization, but the scene where they were waking up and there was bottles of liquor
on the bottle. Come on, that ain't even how that goes.
That's not happening on a cruise.
No, ain't nobody just having empty bottles of liquor. Now,
not on a cruise.
Not now. If you have it delivered to the cabin, yes. But I don't think that was a thing in 2013.
No, because she said they just went straight to their rooms and went to sleep. Mm-hmm. So it's why are we adding the bottle of liquor?
Them waking up, which obviously was not a cruise cabin. It looked like a nice hotel. And then woke up and there's just bottles of liquor laying all over the floor. Okay, y'all. Okay. Y'all could have left that part out. Let's see. What are we talking about? Who was the chick who was hanging out with engineers? That was Hannah. That was the T, our girl with the T.
Hanging out.
Yeah, she was hanging out. All right. When they showed them feet, I was like, okay. Okay, Hannah, okay.
You want to know where Jen is?
Yes.
She's a program director at Viking Cruises.
Is she really?
She's currently based in the UK, and most of her assignments are in Europe.
How about that? Viking Cruises. Okay, girl. They said if you can survive that, you can do anything. Okay. Wilson, I was just wondering why not with the doc? Kind of weird thing.
Timing.
Oh, okay. Kind of weird timing. Sorry. Listen, Carnival is commenting on this documentary, and they're giving it. I think at this point, that's all they can do.
They was like, "Oof,
this could have been so much worse. This could have been so much worse." And I think, the last person we want to talk about, which is not even really the last person because we're missing Trevor. Trevor was the guy that was engaged. Now, let me tell you how thrown off I was, because it took me a minute, and y'all may have saw I was confused. Trevor was a guy that was engaged, and he was on the cruise with his father-in-law and his fiance. In my mind, I was thinking he was talking about Rebecca. So when they flashed back, Rebecca said she was 12. I was like, wait.
And I just don't know where you made that correlation.
Because they went from Trevor to Hannah and Larry. So when they did that, I was like, oh, so that must be his fiance and father-in-law. I don't know why it just triggered that for me, but that's what it did. So I rolled with that until she was like, she was 12. I was like, oh, wait, that can't be right.
So even when I said,
I didn't hear you.
You look right at me as we were talking.
That don't mean nothing. And don't act like it means something for you, because you don't always listen to me neither.
You don't always listen to me either. See, I know what you just said.
Get out of here, Brandon.
Get out of here, Brandon. See?
Because I was like, why is she mentioning the Sheboygan randomly? Then that comment made sense 10 minutes later. She was like, but it was the way she described it. Also, what kind of threw me off about Hannah was when she was saying, oh, now the Americans know what it feels like to live in another country.
Siobhan was stuck on this comment.
I was like, why would you say that? Like, I get it, but why would you say that?
Americans aren't the most sympathetic people right now. So
right.
I don't care. Talk about America. I don't really care. We're not sympathetic people.
Well, Hannah had an engineer babe. She did. She did.
She was like, where are you going?
He was like, it's a fire. What you mean, where am I going? I'm going to work.
It's an emergency, girl.
I'll be back.
I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this. I'm gonna go put out this fire, and I'm gonna come out back and put out your fire.
Get out of here. Get out of here. What's going on, Liam? Liam said, hey, Parkers on the go and fellow cruise chatter. How has it been going? What made you watch the Poop Cruise out?
Because we're a cruise channel.
We want to know, okay? We want to stay involved.
You know what happened when he got to the engineering room?
He's like, I ain't coming back.
He's like, let's hurry up and put this out. Because I got a fire to go put out.
Enough, okay? most people got Pepto on standby. Pepto.
Also, I'm really surprised the shops didn't get raided.
Well, they pulled them gates down. You ain't just going up in them
because that's stopped riots before.
I'm just saying, you pull the gates down. That's all I know. She said only black folks I saw were line dancing when it got disaster. When it got distress, we were MIA, and I found that interesting. And that's true. When it was time to line dance, they were showing them. But then as soon as the issue started happening, you ain't seen nobody.
You think it's because the black folks took the settlement so they couldn't say anything?
No, even in the document, like when they were showing footage of back in the day, like where were the people at?
I don't know. I got to answer.
But it wasn't no. Okay, we're gonna get into it. It wasn't nothing to be like I ain't saying nothing because. Let's see. Thank you, Florida Cruises. We appreciate it, y'all. Please, yes, give us a thumbs up. We would appreciate it. There are actual YouTube videos of footage from that day.
Yeah, there are other documentaries and other pieces on this Poop Cruise on YouTube.
Yes. Ronald Britt is here. What's going on, Ronald? He said, that bachelorette party got sloppy drunk, and they did. They did. They said they did. They said they went. Their intention was to. Before they didn't even tell the story, they took a shot.
And if you've ever been, especially if you've went to a PWI, then this is pretty much accurate.
TJ said we were chilling and watching our backs. This is where we were at. Everybody got together on the same floor. It was like, listen, because I'm gonna go. Yes. Because we got thoughts. I'm like, we were not distressed, and was the demographic on Carnival less melanated in? Not from what I saw. Not from just like from the video. It just seemed like it was like, you know, and if we really think about this was not that long ago. This was not that long ago.
12 years ago.
And I remembered when this happened, and this before we even started cruising. I was just like, I might be good. I might be good. Because I remember CNN, like I started thinking about it. I was like, I do remember them like showing this coverage of this. Hey Kathy B, how are you?
Thank you for being here. Thank you for using those Parker exclusive emojis.
We appreciate it. Ronald said, how homeboy was able to get his hold his poop for that many days. Hope he got his insides looked at, but I get it. Many props for him. That was amazing to me.
I feel like I could do that.
He didn't hold it the whole time. Remember, because he found the bathroom. He held it
for. I mean, he still would have held it for 3 or 4 days.
Man, I would have passed out. Ain't no way in the world.
I think I could hold my poop for 3 days.
Man, when you ain't got no gallbladder, you can't do nothing. I'm gonna tell you, you mess around and find out when you ain't got no gallbladder. I'm gonna tell you right now. How are you supposed to poop in a small red biohazard bag? Why didn't Carnival admittedly send another ship to transfer the people? My question was, what's the lifeboats for? And I kept saying, maybe I'm jumping ahead, but what are the lifeboats for? They only pulled those lifeboats out when the other ship came.
They never really did answer that.
No, they didn't answer it. Why didn't y'all put these people on the lifeboat? Right, the girls didn't split their beds. Right. You peeped that, right? Okay. I thought, okay. Did you notice that?
Mm-mm.
So when they were showing the liquor on the floor, and then they did the overhead shot down of them like sleeping drunk on the bed, they were in the same bed. The beds weren't split. But they also were in a cabin together.
But these reenactments, if you've ever watched like a true crime doc or like something like that, these reenactments are ridiculous.
I went back and took notes because I went through the beginning. I wanted to make sure I had my I's, dotted, my T's crossed. Ashley and Kaylin were in the same room together. Jamie had her own room.
But that was just a reenactment, though.
No, they put the cabin numbers.
Yeah. No, you called it out.
Yeah, they put the cabin numbers. Jamie was in her own cabin.
Maybe she was the bride, maybe it was just one of those, the bride, the fiance, the bride-to-be gets her own cabin.
No, the bride-to-be did not have her own cabin.
Oh.
The bride-to-be was sharing a cabin.
Maybe.
Well, so why wouldn't the bride-to-be get her own cabin and they share a cabin? That's what I'm saying. I felt like it was still some kind of, if you go back and look at it, she was really giving old girl the side eye. That's why I kept saying Kayla was giving Jamie the side eye.
This is what women do that men don't. You're looking for like.
I wasn't looking. I just saw it.
Alternative storylines.
I just saw it. I wasn't looking for it. I saw it. All right, Jen, with the glow up. Yes, Jen. Yeah, that was a nice glow up. When the tugboat came and started that process, then the ship started to list to one side. I was like, oh nah, oh no. And then they start the noises, the background noises they was putting when the toilet flushed and people going to the bathroom and then stuff dripping. Yo, they was killing me. They were killing me. I expected it to be worse because at one point when they first started showing inside the toilets, I told Brandon, I was just like, I don't like looking at nobody's toilet. I don't care if it's flushed or not. I don't want to see it on video. Like, I don't like that. So when they were getting ready to show inside the toilet, I was just like, man, come on. Like, please don't let it be nothing in that toilet. Because then at that point, the poop lasagna guy started talking. And I was just like, please, Jesus, no. But when he hopped out of his bed and was standing in that water.
You have anything further? Like, it's just, no, I'm saying because that's later.
Yeah. Okay. The real takeaway is pay attention to those terms and conditions. The T's and C's, honey. The T's and C's.
T's and those C's,
the T's and C's. Yep, the T's and C's. And you better pay attention to them, too. All right, so we're going to talk about day one. Day one is when the fire broke out in the engine room, okay? It all was good just a week ago. was good. It was all good just a week ago. They said they woke up to the sirens blaring in the middle of the night. Old girl was like, we so drunk. We were just like, turn it off.
I can see that too.
I can see it too. And my man Trevor was like, listen, something going on. We got to get up and see what's about. I really wish they had somebody of color on the cast. Because they're going to tell it.
Well, they did.
They didn't. I know. But I just.
Of African-American descent.
Right. But you know what I mean? Because I know. Because if Abby gave it the way he gave it, the line cook, I can imagine. I can imagine what everybody else would say. So the fire happened in the engine room in the middle of the night. They're all standing in the middle of the ocean, and everybody's outside. They don't know where the muster stations are because they didn't go to the muster drill because it was more important to go to the bar. So they're concerned about that. And then Ashley looks up and was like, hey, that wheeltail is on fire. Avi was in the kitchen and he was like, it's smoke coming out of the sink. Everybody's starting to panic. So Jen runs.
How's she run? Oh, okay. Okay, cool. That's
and when she gets to the bridge, she was like, all mayhem has broken loose. Now, God bless Jen. Because nobody relieved her from having the duty of delivering continuous bad news. I know she the cruise director.
She was the John Hill of the Triumph.
She was the John Hill of the Triumph. Yep, that was a moment I lost it with the tilt. Listen, Alicia, 100%. I can't believe those were the T's and C's. Captain Scott, what's going on, fam?
What's going on, Kev? Thank you for being here.
Thanks for being here. Living with Rika, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Team Reese said a lady on TikTok said they were stealing stuff.
So they were stealing
everywhere. And that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of stuff that people are starting to come out, like going through like Twitter, and they're writing articles about it. They're saying that yes, it told the truth, but it really just focused on the poop. It didn't focus on the other stuff that was going around, like people getting food poisonings. It didn't focus on that stuff. This is why mustard is important.
Mustard!
Go to the mustard station. Go to the mustard station. That's it.
Somebody got to do it.
Everybody got to do it. Go to the mustard station. TJ said, I usually stay in an inside cabin. I would have been one of the people sleeping on the deck. And let me tell you what this did. It made you realize a lot of things. We take muster for granted. Yes, we do it. Yes, we know we got to put on a life vest, and if something happens, this is where we got to go. But are we really keeping that in the forward part of our minds?
Nope.
Or we just going and getting it done and pushing it to the back?
I'm going to be honest with you. I just go because we have to.
Because you have to. The second thing is, if something goes down, do you want an inside cabin? Because the first thing that Larry said was, it was too hot. We had to get out of there. It was too hot. So I'm thinking, if you had a balcony, you straight. You really ain't got to be out with a population.
What a sales pitch.
I'm just saying.
You know what? So you should get a balcony. You know why? Because if shit hits the fan and the power goes out and you ain't got no AC, you got a cabin. You ain't got to drag your mattress into Toledo Day. You gotta. So this is why you should.
This is why you should get a balcony.
That's why you should get a balcony.
Black people wasn't cruising like that 15 years ago. They was on a water wheel. I saw them in the pictures. But I get what you're saying.
It was very much probably 75, 25, 80, 20.
Ms. Dale said, I think the blacks would have made it real, even too real for Netflix. I can see that. Travel Cake Trips, what's going on, fam? Thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here.
We heard it got so bad people were even eating ketchup packets. It was a bad situation.
I would be the. I was about to say. I was about to say something. I would be the person eating
the ketchup
packets. Give me all the ketchup packets you have. So
expedition.
Funny, weird story that hopefully I don't get judged for. So my daughter brought home a chocolate chip cookie from her place of employment. It is a delicious chocolate chip cookie.
It is.
But it is heavy and rich on the chocolate chip.
Mm-hmm.
So Siobhan had just had some chicken nuggets. So she had an open pack of barbecue sauce, like a little cup of barbecue sauce. I was like, and I don't have any water or anything or any soda. I don't have anything to get this taste out of my mouth. Give me this cup of barbecue sauce so I can get this taste out of my mouth. And I started to proceed licking barbecue sauce out the cup.
In the same way I'm looking at, exactly how I was looking at him. Just get.
So I completely understand the ketchup packet thing.
That's crazy. And you weren't in dire straits. You could have just got up and got you something to drink. It wasn't even that deep.
But chocolate with chocolate with.
So the barbecue sauce made it better?
Yeah, it did actually.
No, it didn't.
You don't believe it?
No, I do not. I absolutely do not.
So you thought, oh, there's an open pack of barbecue sauce. Just let me just lick it?
Yes, I am pretty sure. After I sat there and watched you do it, yes. Yes, I absolutely do. He said everybody got reflux when the onions and tomato sandwich.
The line was wrapped around a block for onion and tomato sandwich.
Abby said, I just did what I had to do. He said, I threw away all the perishable, which included meat. They had to throw away the meat because it wasn't no refrigeration. Like the power went out.
Yeah.
He said he just started cutting up everything, which included onions and tomatoes and putting them on sandwiches. And I was just saying, onions and tomatoes is crazy.
You know what she'd do as maybe a super chat challenge? Is eat and I can do it because apparently I'm just a glutton for punishment. Eat a tomato and onion sandwich.
Now I like a good grilled cheese with a slice of tomato in there. I like that.
There's no cheese here. Just onions and tomatoes.
I'm not doing that. I can't. I mean, you want to put a little salt and pepper on it or something?
Did they have salt and pepper?
I don't know. They was eating ketchup.
I want authentic Carnival Poop Cruise food. Authentic.
Lady fingers and onions and tomatoes. Because she was like, the guy was like, what is this? She was like, lady fingers.
I want authentic Carnival Triumph cuisine.
We'll go back and see what that was eating. There's not enough lifeboats. Listen, and probably, and you know what, Alicia, if that's the case, because I don't think we're too far removed from this, okay? You shouldn't be sailing if you ain't got enough. If it ain't enough, you shouldn't be sailing. You need to cap it at enough.
Yeah, because they even have like on the side of the lifeboats, they have like the capacity.
Yeah, and they're not low capacity lifeboats, and I know that's now. That's not 12 years ago. But like I keep saying, we're not that far removed from that.
So they would have needed a stuff ton of lifeboats.
But because even when I kept saying why they're not using the lifeboats, I remember somebody showing like outside of the ship, and I was like, the lifeboats are tucked in the same way they tucked in now. So on the Sunrise, did they make more room for lifeboats? Let's see. Moni said my first Carnival cruise was in 2010, and I remember that other than our group, there wasn't that many of us on board. Okay. Because we definitely didn't start sailing it until after that. I'm calling Cap. Eating Carnival food and holding it all day is a disaster. I don't know how his intestines didn't explode. Ain't no way. Why did they not send another ship or contact the Coast Guard or something? First, okay.
So for ships like this isn't exact, but this is just for ships like the Carnival Triumph. Lifeboats typically have a capacity of around 150 people each. Given that the Carnival Triumph had a guest capacity of 2,754 and a crew of 1,100, the ship would have had sufficient number of lifeboats and other life-saving appliances to accommodate everyone on board in an emergency as required by law.
They would or would not?
Would have.
They would have. So they would have had enough. Okay. Yeah, nah, I don't want to see that. Jen was saying it would have been hard to move them to the Legend.
Yeah.
YC.
That part I get. Like,
yes.
I completely, that's why I said I would have had one of those Batman grappling hooks. And I would have just woo, like the ropes course.
Yeah.
I would have just.
Boy, that's mighty trusting. You got to trust your upper body strength. Okay, so listen, I understand them not being able to move them to the Legend because, for one, the Legend looked like it was packed anyway. But once again, also, if y'all pulling up beside me, and y'all partying, dancing to the, that would have pissed me off. Y'all dancing to the YMCA, and I'm over here eating salt and tomato and onion sandwiches, and ain't no water, and y'all over here taking pictures and partying. Yeah, y'all don't even want me on that ship, so it might have been good that they didn't even put them people on that ship. But probably also, you sure got to also think about too. I'm sure they didn't have the capacity to double the capacity of the ship load of that other ship as well. Man, she was like, we was just a sideshow. We were just a pit stop on there.
Now you know good and gosh damn well if that happened today and we were on another right.
Listen, I didn't say if I was on the side. I said if I was on the receiving end. That's two different feelings. If I'm on here and I'm struggling, yes, I'll be mad that you taking a video of me. I am. Yes, I am. But if I'm on the other side, it's just business, baby. It's just business.
You just not gonna dance. You gonna film all day. You just not gonna dance.
No, I ain't gonna dance. That's insensitive. That's insensitive. That was so insensitive. Because I would have been mad. Alicia said, okay, scenario time. What would you do if you were in this situation? I don't know much of what you could do. Okay, so I think we talked about
this is literally like, other than like a Titanic situation, this is like my worst fear on a cruise.
Yeah.
And I just want to, because I'm sure we're going to bring this later up, like, you don't realize, like, I know we do because we sail a lot, and then we watch like behind the scenes stuff. The average person has no idea what goes into a cruise ship every day.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I'll exploit it about that later. Yeah, man, just. What would you? I'm trying to stall.
So okay, this is a part of the video where I was like, "What would you do if your son was at home?" So they talk about it slowly started to break down. So people started fighting. They were fighting over chairs. They were hoarding food. It was just like everything was breaking down, right? And I understand that because, like Brandon said, it started to break down in the factions now. Like, people are trying to protect their own camp.
This is The Walking Dead, Last of Us, any pick your apocalyptic show or movie. This is real life, like Last of Us or The Walking Dead.
Because your resources are limited already. They already have to throw away half of the food. There's no electricity. You can't flush the toilet. The air conditioning is out. You're sleeping outside. We are in a third world country on this cruise ship. So what do? What do? You have to protect your tribe. You don't know these folks. And everybody nice when the electricity on and the toilet flush and the drinks are flowing. But man, listen, when it ain't no food and you don't know how long you're gonna be in a situation, I'm not even mad about people hoarding food. I understand it. You want to be fair when everything is okay, but when you got to protect your own.
Would you have been mad at the moment at the people hoarding food?
I would have been mad if I didn't get none. But at the same time, if I got there first.
So you just...
I'm not going to sit here and act like I wouldn't be mad if I didn't get something. But I understand. No, I don't understand.
Sean, you and your mama literally got mad a month ago when that woman was in Dollar General.
Because I didn't get none. But if I had got there and got it, oh well. I told you, but everybody's like that. Y'all not gonna sit here and act like I'm not the only one like that. If you in a bad situation and somebody got something that you need and you just trying to survive, you not gonna be mad about it?
Yeah.
Okay. But if you're in a bad situation and you got there first, what's the first thing you gonna say? Too bad, so sad, sorry for your bad luck. I don't know what to tell you, but I got mine. That's human nature.
Mike.
Why? It's human nature. That's what you're gonna do because you got to protect your own. I got to protect mine. So that's the mentality that everybody had. Everybody was like, "Hey, listen, I don't know. Ain't no water. Ain't no cold water in here. It's hot."
I'm gonna be honest with you. And this is like me being very candid. I'm surprised somebody didn't pass away.
True.
I'm really surprised somebody didn't pass away.
And the amount of older people that were on that ship, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
But I would have definitely moved them. I probably wouldn't have thought about this because Siobhan is smarter than I am, but she probably would have had the thought of moving the mattresses to the Lido.
Yeah, I'm like, no, it's too hot in here. It's too hot in here. Ms. Deb said Carnival was trying to keep it low key. That was problem number one. Oh, I'm sorry. TJ, sorry. Listen.
My man said, let's just put out a holding statement. There's something going on, but it ain't really a big problem.
We got it under control.
Yeah, it's under control.
It seemed under control at the moment. At the moment, it was something that he thought was fixable. But at the same time, he was like, it ain't no need to spread panic and mayhem.
But he was very much told at some point, because when they figure out that they couldn't, they didn't have
He knew that immediately.
Right. So you knew shit was about to hit the fan.
He knew it.
So it's like, to me, it's like the more media coverage this gets, the better chance you have at people getting help.
He was trying to present his job. His job is to make it sound better than what it is,
and I get
until
that.
He can get boots on the ground.
But he wasn't trying to. They weren't trying to put boots on the ground.
The tugboat was the boots on the ground. The tugboat was supposed to be the boots on the ground. Because what his thought was, if people are concerned, there's no communication coming off the ship anyway. So let me go ahead and put out this statement and get these people back to land, and then we'll deal with the consequences afterwards. Because it's easier to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission. I would go ahead and get these people back to safety, and then we deal with after effects afterwards. And that's why he was thinking. Until the tugboat didn't come and the ship drifted 100 miles in the opposite direction.
And I'm saying this in... I hope, we don't get like blacklisted or anything, because that's a thing. It seems, I'm not the only one who said this either. I've heard this on YouTube videos about this that we watched. Carnival seems to have a really bad PR strategy and PR problem. Like, the PR hasn't gotten any better. So just not to get too far on the rewards program subject, but it's like they're leaving John Hill out here to roast like a pig in a luau.
Yikes.
But there's nobody, Christine, people are like the higher ups aren't saying anything. Like they're leaving people on the ship to have to explain this.
He is the face of the brand. The same way Jen was the bearer of bad news, he is the face of the brand.
But they leave. But at some point, like you got to take some. You got to be like, hey man, like I appreciate you out here. You taking these slashes for us, but we gotta protect. You got to protect your employee.
Yeah, that man was getting threatened. His life was getting threatened over a war. But that ain't what we talking about. We're gonna
I'm just using that to say Carnival has not the greatest PR.
But we're gonna reel it back in. Yeah, that was the poopiest scene, him in the water in sandals. Yeah, I really thought it was gonna be worse than that. I mean, anytime you name something a poop cruise, I really thought it was gonna be worse than that. It was giving Carnival Freedom, like, what's up with all these fires? And that's the other thing that the lawyer, that maritime lawyer kept saying. He was like, dude, it had been 9 fires in 2 years on ships. It wasn't just Carnival. He was just saying in a broader aspect that there is a issue. Like these ships should not have sailed. There is a larger issue here. So
there's also another thing I want to touch on. So they eventually opened up the bar, which who thunk it was a disaster. And my thing is with that, you have kids on board. You are leaving yourself open to somebody getting drunk and hurting a child. Nobody thought about that.
Nobody thought about a lot of stuff, but
is that still to come?
Yeah, no. We can get into it because we already started talking about the people having the shanty town. We talked about the poop lasagna because Abby said, "Listen, I can't hold it. I gotta go. I did the best I could, and at this point, I gotta find somewhere to go." Mm-hmm. And Abby went in the bathroom, and he was like, "It just got worse and worse," and then finally, he was like, he had to do it, and then poop lasagna. So we're gonna move past that because if y'all ain't figured that out, ask somebody in the chat. Free alcohol. Hey, you know what? They can't get on the legend. And I know they partying over here. Let's bring the morale back up. Let's get these people hype again. They're on a cruise. Free beer. Open the bar.
I don't think the juice was worth the squeeze. I just don't, because I feel like you're just opening yourself up for crimes, like legitimately crimes where people.
Because when people get drunk,
I mean, we've all been on cruises where we've seen this drunken, stupid person,
but unlimited.
Yeah. Right, we were on a cruise where the guy peed near the kids' club.
Yeah, that's
my point. It's like you're like. The potential for a kid to be hurt physically.
Anybody. It's not just kids.
I know.
Well, let's not just harp on the kids part. I don't want it to seem like that's. You keep harping on the kids, but anybody could have been hurt. I'm saying it for a reason. Let's see. The chef was funny. No. He was hilarious because he was the first one that just started dropping words, and I was not expecting him to drop those words. I was just not expecting him to drop it. Terry said, "Wait, these are some spoiler alerts. We haven't seen it yet. We'll be back there." Oh, my bad, fam. I listen. I was telling y'all we was gonna get into it. We was gonna be some spoilers. My bad. What's up with the preventative maintenance on Carnival ships? So, listen. I think especially now that they had to figure this out, that is definitely something that they are looking into more, trying to take care of it more. That comes with dry dock, that comes with them doing continue, like them saying, oh, maybe we had engine trouble, we gotta change our port or something like that. I get all of that. So but this right here should have been like, okay, if these ships are going to sail round the clock, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, then we got to take a day in between cruises and just do. But I don't know that they do, because at some point I start thinking, do they ever turn the ship off, or is the ship just always running? Oh, okay. I was just asking there.
I didn't know you were.
No, I'm just saying.
Right.
Do they ever turn it off?
It is hot in here, so I'm cutting on some AC.
I would have to be away from people. All that whining and crazy engine would drive me nuts. Yep. Ronald Britt says, and the attorney said that in his investigation, he uncovered that was ongoing and preventable. Issues like this occurred several times before. Capitalism over safety, the American way.
Yeah. Also, because given that what he said, and then what you put in your terms and conditions.
Yeah. Moni said, that part, social media wasn't popping back then. I remember finding out via helicopter coverage when it blew up on the news. Right. That's what when CNN started picking it up. Yeah, I remember that. I understand that. I would use the restroom in my cabin only. At that point, go back to your own cabin. At least it's your own poop. If you got, you know what I mean? At least it's yours. I would have been on a 7-day fast. I was expecting to see more excrement and trash. And and like I said, I don't know. It could have been more, but just looking at some of the pictures and some things that people are posting on social media, I think they toned it down a lot. But I'm like you. I expected it to be way worse than what it was. When you get on the ship, you go to your muster station, but then when you have the drink package, then it falls off out of your mind. People ain't thinking that most people, I'm going to say most people, go ahead and take care of the muster station. Then it's the ones that don't care. The ship won't sail one way or another.
If you haven't done your muster station yet, please do your muster station.
Because do y'all remember when they used to make the announcement of if you haven't been and we find out you haven't been, then you got to go to the mandatory one the next day? I don't even hear them make those statements no more.
I've only heard that once or twice.
I don't know when the last time
that was on MSC, yeah.
MSC? Because I remember they slid one under our door. I was like, we was there. And then we went on, was it Margaritaville? And I was like, how do y'all know we were here?
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, just go to guest services and tell them. I'm not doing that. You know how many people are at guest services right now? That was my thought too. Balcony cabins were winning. Yeah, it had to be balcony. Well, you may have gotten peed on the.
Suck it, balcony people.
Because that was telling people started peeing overboard.
Because they reopened the drink.
They reopened the bar. They reopened the bar. So people started peeing overboard. Yolo said 2 points. It's a lot of points, Yolo. Until they started throwing the red bags off the ship. My man, Abby said that was the funniest thing he saw. Somebody tried to throw the red bag over the ship. And the wind blew it back and it hit somebody on the leg and the bag busted open. He said that was funny. We got to fight now. Somebody ain't gonna survive. Somebody ain't gonna survive.
How you gonna find the person who threw it?
You ain't gonna tell me
I ain't saying I wouldn't be mad, but you just gonna go punch a random person.
I might. Oh yeah, he did say that bag hit the deck below. Can you imagine? No, I can't. I'm sure there was more crazy footage of that cruise. We all know Carnival didn't want to show it.
There's another documentary on YouTube about it that we should watch.
Okay. Nope, I don't want to. Ketchup, mustard, mayo too.
Also, I'm not a survivalist. I am very not ingenuity is not my thing. I'm not a builder. I don't have any tangible skills that will help me survive the apocalypse.
You better make some.
Other than listening to my wife because she know everything.
Not know everything. But I mean, little known fact, when we were kids, we used to make mustard sandwiches and syrup sandwiches, but we also didn't have them. We used to make mustard sandwiches and syrup sandwiches.
I still make syrup sandwiches.
And they used to piss my grandma off. Right here wasting her condiments on those slice of bread or some mustard.
I still make syrup sandwiches now.
Do you really? Since when? When the last time you made one?
It has been this year.
So anytime I just see you eating a random piece of bread and it's folded over, you got some syrup in it.
Could be.
Okay. Good marketing pitch for getting a balcony. Forget that inside it's dark. So when you sleep, listen. I'm just saying, if something go down, you got to consider. I think that would have been my breaking point, sitting on my deck, minding my business, and poop fly back.
I'm surprised people didn't go to jail. Like it's.
She said she was storming the Lido too. Everybody, I'm swinging on everybody. You
know, kids are. I mean, adults are stupid, but people are just generally stupid.
Kelvin Watkins here. Kelvin said, "What's up, fam? Happy Thursday, everyone. What did I come in the middle of?" We talking about a Netflix documentary, Trainwreck, the poop cruise, about the Carnival Triumph.
Say it again, baby.
Poop cruise. Water wasn't available. And my thing is, it was behind the bar. They just didn't want to give it up. You mean to tell me you can go on a cruise and they'll sell you a packet of water, but you can't give me one when I'm in desperate need because of y'all?
Well, just think about the people.
But you're going to give me beer and liquor.
Think about the people who ordered that case of water. They are living like kings.
True. Now you got to start taking it and drinking out of the cap because you don't know how long you're going to have it. I'm sure people who had camcorders back then on a cruise are now digitizing. Thank you. Their videos and going to put it on social media.
So that one guy it seemed like he was already on YouTube.
Which one? Oh, the Trevor guy?
Yeah.
Because he was already recording himself.
Yeah.
He was in the beginning stages. What get a drink, Brandon? Get a drink, Brandon. They could have made bread. With what? They said they had no electricity. No. So she said you couldn't even make toast. She said we can't even make toast. So they had nothing to make bread. Were there gag orders for payments from this sailing?
My assumption is yes. That's my assumption.
All acid. Onions and tomato sandwiches with an open bar was some nasty work.
Nasty. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you just open yourself up for number threes.
My man said someone tossed that red bag of poop overboard, but then it flew back and landed on someone on the below deck. Ew. Listen, yeah, I don't know. We got to fight. I'm getting paid for permanent indigestion. She said, shut up, Brandon.
About which part?
Stomach and reflux, just jacked. You want to eat that tomato onion sandwich? How much for the poop cruise package?
If we get 10 $5 super chats, I'll eat a poop cruise special
tomato onion sandwich on soggy bread.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got all them ingredients right downstairs right now. I just sprinkle a little water on your bread, and then there you go.
And I'll eat it.
There's lifeboats and life rafts. That's why, I don't know. I was confused by that. But then again, it's like, then you also got to get people off in an orderly fashion. And when things aren't going the way that people want them to go, it ain't going down. Wait, so the Triumph is now the Sunrise? Didn't they have some of these?
Can we get some cash money now?
See, that was
$20. Can we get?
Only 9 more to go.
Thank you, C. I'm gonna go make it too. I'm gonna go make it. He said he gonna eat it. I'm gonna go make it. Thank you, C. We appreciate it. She said, "Get this ball rolling because I got to see this."
I don't think people want to be grossed out later.
They ain't even have black folks in the debarkation footage. They did.
It makes you wonder. Did we make it off the ship?
If you are a black survivor of Carnival Triumph, please email parkersonthego@parkersonthego16@gmail.com because we want to talk about your next cruise adventure.
Plenty dollars. Plenty dollars. Can we get
sandwich?
So it's technically 5. Well,
that's two.
So it's technically
We don't count Liam's. Yeah, Liam's is a double. So Liam said, "Make it happen. Make it happen." Oh, gracious. Last year, they ain't have one cruise for like a day.
Right. So there's not like, this is like.
Can we get some cash money? Plenty dollars. Plenty
He
dollars.
just sounds anime. You won't even sound Oh, thank you, Yolo. Yolo said, "Eat the sandwich, anime. Eat the sandwich." That was a good one, Yolo. That was a good one. Yolo said, "Oh, okay. Question: did the documentary show any of the news footage that was being broadcasted stateside? I remember the coverage was crazy, like some modern day Titanic type." Yes, the CNN anchor was also interviewed. Her name was Brooke Baldwin. So she was one of the main interviews too. And she was talking about how when it first happened, they were just like, it's cruise news. Nobody cares. You know, we got the president, we got the Pope, we got this, we got that. Don't nobody care about that until the legend pulled up and everybody got Wi-Fi and they started calling their people.
I still don't know how that works, but go ahead.
Well, you know, you can pick up Wi-Fi. Even when you get off the ship and you walk away, you can still kind of connect to Wi-Fi a little bit. So she was like, once that happened and the news story started getting out, she was like, they had a new program director and it was his job to make the company sing. And my man said, "Oh, we're going all in on this." So that's when they started doing around-the-clock coverage. They was treating it like, I mean, it was a disaster, but they was like on it. They were hiring lawyers to come in and speak. They had psychologists to speak. They were, I mean, anything you could do, they were doing it. Anything you could do, they were doing it. So once they picked it up, they were like, oh, maybe some little local channels picked it up here and there, but it wasn't anything that we were going to cover. Not until y'all saw where the money resides. And that's what happened.
Speaking of Titanic, that's something else we could cover at some point.
Oh,
yeah.
we could talk about it. I need you to be Samba. Throw me a burger pit. I'm gonna throw this bag. over there. Put me a guy's burger in there. Throw it back. They was dropping off food though.
I wonder were there people on the show bartering for things?
You know what? And that's what I'm saying, because when they got to the point where there was like somebody put together a Bible study, I was like, oh, it's over. No people.
And there were no black people at the Bible study, bro.
It wasn't.
That's why that's how I know maybe there weren't no black people on the ship.
Where we go at?
Because if one thing black people gonna do is go to a Bible study.
Go to Bible study. And there wasn't nobody. Where were they at?
Well, maybe it won't Wednesday night.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Because, yeah, we only go to Bible study. we got our days, and Wednesday night is Bible study. Tuesday night night choir rehearsal. Wednesday night Bible study. Mm-hmm. Okay? All right? And you going to Bible study Wednesday night. And we ain't getting out on time. Ain't going to be no hour. I know you got to go to work school next day, but we're not leaving here till 11 o'clock.
That's why I hated going to church as a kid, bro. We ain't never getting nowhere out of time.
Because the whole time I was sitting there thinking, man, it's real. I was like, this is real apocalyptic. Like, they holding Bible study.
I just know there ain't no black people not attending Bible study. So now I'm questioning whether black people
Because black people would have been singing "We Shall Overcome." They was not singing the right song.
And
like
also,
they was singing,
like, and kind of saying that it's like kind of tongue in cheek, but it's like we had ancestors that jump off the ship in conditions like worse. I know worse than these, but it's like this is as close as that's going to come to what our ancestors went through. And now some of them jumped off the ship.
Well, let me tell you something. When that man, I don't know what his position was, I forgot, but he was a part of the crew they were interviewing. He was like, "Listen, I might not even need to say this, but I can't even swim." And he wasn't one of us. I was like, "Hey, hey," my man said he needed a job. If you work on the ship, now Dad going, I understand we cruise a lot, and maybe I need to figure it out. But he worked there and he ain't know how to swim. So listen, ain't gonna be no whole lot of that. Ain't gonna be no whole lot of jumping. We're gonna have to make this thing work, or y'all gonna put this boat in the water. Put the lifeboat in the water. Why y'all ain't dropping them boats in the water? Because I was like, well, maybe it's because they run by electricity. But I was like, no, they gotta have emergency situation. So it's gotta be a crank. Like it's gotta be some way to get them boats in the water. They wouldn't put no boats in the water. And I mean, I could understand the chaos might be happening. But hey, do what you're supposed to do. Women and children first. Now, Dad on it. Women and children first, and put them boats in the water. Apparently, CNN was trying to capitalize. They were. My man said, "Oh no, we're gonna cover this." I think they were saying CNN's views were low, so they played it nonstop for 2 days. Yep. See, so I'm throwing poop bags at them. F you.
So we never discussed how the poop in the bag situation.
How was it going down?
Yeah,
I don't know how they did it.
If I asked you to hold my,
if
I had a question, you love me?
I love you a lot.
If I had to go in a red, if I had to go in a bag, would you hold the bag under me while I went?
I know you would do it for me, so probably.
This is why people don't get married. Because I got to do what?
So I'm gonna read y'all this comment I got today. Y'all can see it. It's on our Facebook post, but I'm gonna read it to y'all because I want y'all to understand that this ain't just a. Hold on, I want to make sure I find it. This ain't just a poop cruise situation. Okay, this is a real comment I got today on our Facebook post. It said, show more. Okay. I'll find it. Keep reading though. I'll find it because I want them to see it.
I'm mad for them right now. They are out here doing the Macarena.
They were doing the Macarena.
They were doing the Macarena.
They were doing it. Okay, here it goes. I couldn't find the Netflix poop cruise documentary reaction and review, but I'm looking at it on YouTube this morning when I hear a gurgling coming from my bathroom. My upstairs neighbor has been having plumbing issues lately, so I jumped up in a panic because I realized it's time for my morning constitutions. I heard your description about the red bags on the Triumph ship. Didn't have any red bags, so I grabbed a large trash bag and stretched it over the toilet seat. It's 5 a.m. So what else could I do? No maintenance person was on duty at the hour.
I'm not listening.
So the bag worked fine. I secured it and placed it inside another bag for disposal. Thank you for the timely video. Now I'll keep those trash bags handy in the bathroom. Now I ain't gonna say this is spam because it ain't, because this person comments a lot. But I might have saved somebody some embarrassment. People poop in bags, apparently. Brandon?
Yeah, bingo.
People poop in bags. I appreciate you for that comment, and that lets me know that you watched the video. I appreciate you.
Oh, so I do have the so here's why they didn't deploy the lifeboats.
Okay.
The ship was not in imminent danger of sinking While the fire in the engine room caused a loss of power and propulsion, the ship remained afloat and stable. Lifeboats are designed for immediate evacuation when the ship is sinking or in severe life-threatening distress, not for prolonged habitation or travel. Safety of evacuation. Deploying any loading lifeboat, especially with thousands of passengers, many of whom may be elderly, frail, or children, is a complex and potentially dangerous situation. In choppy seas or adverse conditions, it can lead to injuries or even fatalities during the transfer. The risk associated with evacuating such a large number of people onto lifeboats and then potentially transferring them to another vessel or towing them to shore were considered higher than the risk of remaining on the disabled ship. Limited resources. The ship was the best lifeboat, and it would have been a logistical challenge. So that was very well laid out.
It makes sense.
Yes.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll let that argument go. When they said folks started getting territorial any longer, and that cruise was going to catch a body. I mean, listen, I'm telling y'all. Liam said survival skills start to kick in because you got to figure it out.
I am not a survivalist. I'm just not. Siobhan would have been carrying the troop. Siobhan would have been the leader.
I'm just gonna ask y'all one question. What would y'all do if y'all son was on a ship crying because he's hungry, and the only way to feed him is to go raid the kitchen for a little bit of a sandwich, and his daddy don't know how to survive? He's somewhere looking at you now. What you gonna do now? You gotta stay true now. Now to y'all, this might sound like a good time, but for me, this is my real life.
You're an idiot. You think you slayed without it?
I did, because you know I ain't lying. You just said it yourself. If we had to figure something out, right now, who gonna figure it out?
You, because I'm built to be killed. I'm not built to. As much as I take care of my family, like my family depends on me, I am not the one to come to in a crisis.
I'm Bob the Builder. I can work well with my hands. I figure it out. Brandon calling somebody. When back in the day, what we used to say, let me do the fight and you hold the bail money because you're not about to do nothing. So just like we have an understanding here. I'm Bob the Builder. Now, one day I'm gonna make you a kept man, baby. One day I'm gonna make you a kept man. That's a lot all at once. She said, who got the weapons?
You know, they don't. Well, back then you might have been able to get a blicky on.
Right.
And you know they got security on board, so you know they got weapons.
Oh my god.
They look at there wasn't a mutiny.
Right. I'm going into savage mode. I'm sorry. Right. That's what I'm saying. You gotta do what you gotta do. Listen, open up the sweet spot. Open up the candy shop, let them kids get a couple of candy bars. Y'all ain't want to do that.
I wouldn't even recommend doing that because
they better do something. Ain't no food. You threw all the meat away.
Those kids are gonna go crazy.
Threw all the meat away. Open up the sweet spot. It was about to get ugly in here. TJ, I want it back to my Marine Corps survival mode. That's what I'm saying. People you gotta do whatever by any means necessary. They could have went fishing from the morning ship fire. They could have went fishing and cooked it on that fire. Okay, hey, listen. You are in the water.
That's how
you are in the water.
That's really good.
Imagine the ship was in the middle of the transatlantic trip.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Them people would have never got home.
Didn't Laura say they got stuck somewhere
I feel like she did.
But there was still power.
Yeah. I feel like she did though. Timmy said, "Liam, no, y'all back? Did y'all finish it? Did y'all finish it?" Alicia burned down the ship. She said it was already on fire. Just throw the fish in there. It's already on fire. Who's going on that sunrise? Listen, I was sitting there telling Brent, I was like, dang, my sister just came off that ship last year. I'm like, you've been on it. People been on it and not realizing it was a Triumph. These cruise lines, these ships have a problem. They refurbish them and put them back in the water on a different name. You don't know no better. I think the COVID cruise beat the situation though. Man, there's so many documentaries. Y'all said 3 points. She keeping tabs in
for who?
I guess these your points. Y'all, she said it was already burning. Just throw some fish up there. Wild part is the sunrise prices are high until early 2026.
Do you think this documentary helped the sales?
Sunrise?
Yeah.
Because for me, I'm not getting on sunrise.
Because you know how people love the the people love the Titanic.
Yeah. For me, I'm not getting on the sunrise.
Because could it be like, man, I'm a part of history.
I'm sorry, I'm not getting on that shit. Maybe the word isn't out yet, but I priced it yesterday. John is getting roasted. They even talked about that man's family. They did. They
we can get into that. I really want to touch on that.
The people eat John up. They eating him up. Hey, Ronnie C,
hey, Ronnie.
How are you? Thanks for popping in. We appreciate you. You going on at sea?
Just say I was a part of history. I'm
Yeah. So yes, they dogged him and his daughter. They was talking about his whole family. Yeah. He said, "Now I don't usually block folks, but I had to block these people today." Now you can get a cruise late 2026 for $500, but this summer the prices are up. She's going to what?
Silverbar? Maybe she corrects.
Celebration Key. There we go. Celebration Key. And why you keep refurbishing these old ships and calling it new?
Refurbishing old ships and then changing the rewards program. Okay, guys.
I wonder how many cancellations it's getting. You know what? And that I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look because I bet you if you look tonight and then look tomorrow and see what the prices look like. Just look because you know these prices change anyway. Sad. He's a nice man. He needs an angry translator.
And I just hate the way they just leave him out there. We'll get
Yeah. Hey, Anna. Anna said, "Hey, y'all. I'm gonna watch a poop cruise documentary tonight. Get into it, Anna. Get into it and let us know." How many days did this take place? It was 8 days. It was a 4-day cruise. It started on day 3 because they were at sea 2 days. They left. They were at sea 2 days. They stopped in Cozumel. Then they were supposed to go after Cozumel. They were going back home.
Yeah, first day, and then the second day was a sea day. Third day was in Cozumel, and the fourth day was supposed to come back from Cozumel.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I'll do it if they pay me. They're gonna pay. They're gonna see that casino offer. You can be like, you know what? Let's go. What were the people in the atrium doing? Like, it's only shots from the top deck and the bottom floor when dude was looking for a bathroom. They were in the bar because they opened the bar back up. Also, I'll wait. We got a couple more minutes. I'll wait. No one vetoed free alcohol.
Hey, man. Hey, let's just go ahead and, let the alcohol flow with belligerent drunks already.
Jim was like, I don't know about this, but okay, it's too late now.
But who made that call, though? Because she's a cruise star.
She's a CD.
So, just on a general, who's the decision maker on board?
The captain has the final say.
So the captain would have had to sign off on that.
I guess if he on a bridge, I'm sure he hiding out on that bridge, and he don't want to be a part of the mutiny. So if he under stress, so if I throw something to you, I'm like, yeah, go ahead. That's fine. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, go ahead. I got bigger fish to fry. That Anna, that monkey you just caught and threw it in the engine room. Alicia, I'm sorry, Alicia. The drinks would not be cold.
That's what I said.
They didn't care. They didn't care.
Liquor you can get away with, but like who's sitting there drinking warm beer? Beer is gross under almost every circumstances, but I know it's especially gross when it's warm.
Y'all definitely need a TV show. I can't tell folks no. We just need a little. Just give us a chance.
Who you telling?
Everybody. Every time. This ain't the first time somebody said that.
I ain't heard you tell nobody that.
What's up, fam? Happy Thursday. What did I come in the middle of? That definitely scroll back up. Let's see. Let me make sure the water wasn't available.
We don't judge.
I'm sure people had camcorders back on the cruise. Now, okay, yeah, so it didn't jump back up.
All the way up.
It wasn't me.
It went all the way up.
This is all at once. Who got the weapons? Yeah, it definitely went up. Okay, about the prices. Ronnie C. How many days did this happen? Nobody vetoed the drinks. The drinks will not be cold. I agree with the free drinks, but they should have been a 2-drink.
Yes, I agree with that.
What's going on?
Hey, thank you for being here.
Yeah, listen, I said give them the soda and the water. They don't need no, even 2 drinks is crazy. Hey, thank you. We appreciate you.
Is that a subscribe one?
Yes. Ew, gross. I would have been looking for.
But to go back, the 2-drink minimum is probably what they should have went to.
Yeah. That would have been enough. If you want to just calm people down, but not no liquor, they could have kept with the beer. You know how liquor gas is. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
You got the green apple splatters.
I would have been looking for their behinds, honey. Throwing poop over the side. This is why I bring my cruise snacks. Hey, when Brandon used to bring honey buns, and he bringing honey buns on the ship. I even did it one time, but then I understood it when I needed one. He made one during lunch. I'm sorry. Wait. He made one during lunch.
Text us that.
Yeah. Poop cruise poop. What? Eating, partying, and pooping. That's what they were doing. Winner gets 30,000 Carnival points for prep.
So you can use it to redeem
valueless cruise. These are literally valueless cruise points. We finally getting valueless cruise points.
I love my wife. She likes the things I like.
You have to win every 2 years. All right. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. We still have we got 4 super chats. Dang, I really want you to eat that sandwich. Because you don't even like tomatoes or onions, so that's the thing. Because I need to know what it tastes like. Like, did they put salt and pepper on it?
This went up again.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
It did not.
Oh, are we this far behind?
Yes, I'm reading the comments. I know it did. Chance poop cruise sandwich.
Are we really 20 minutes behind?
Yes. Sandwich coming soon. We need to know, damn it. Was the bread toasted? It wasn't no electricity. So they said it was soggy. Right. What kind of bread? What brand is served?
Hey, man.
Oh, you must be talking about his sandwiches.
I mean, there have been times I've eaten it off hamburger buns. And it's just any maple syrup. As long as it's not like sugar-free or butter, I hate butter maple syrup. It's gross.
It is. It's not good.
Little known fact: maple syrup from Canada is also gross.
It is not.
It is not great. I don't like it.
I like
but go. We can't get lost in the weeds here.
Oh, syrup sandwich. You're talking about the syrup sandwich.
Oh, I do enjoy me a syrup sandwich.
Let's see. I'm going into savage mode. I'm sorry. It jumped up again, didn't it?
Yes.
Let's see here.
We're about 8:22.
Okay. So it's bad when the people start singing Negro spirituals.
And nobody said that. Nobody was like, hey, these are what our ancestors went through when y'all brought us over here.
Y'all singing Negro spirituals.
Y'all brought us over here and y'all going through the exact same thing our ancestors went through.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Carlene, turn your AC on. She said my pressure is up. Let's see here. I need another drink. And the folks weren't even present for the singing circle. Where were they at? That's what I want to know.
Where were they at?
Where were the black folks? The sandwich should have been called the body rot sandwich. Ooh.
Yeah,
Derek.
If I do eat this tomato, we're not calling it the body.
We're not gonna call it that. Black folks were on there, but they showed out and said they showed out so bad they couldn't show them because it would have been me. Nah, she said it was me. That's why. Maybe boats only go in the water if the ship is sinking. Okay, so Brandon cleared it up. I would have lined my garbage can with the red bag and sat. I mean, because the bags technically fit in the garbage can, so yeah, that's a comment.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I get it now.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Or maybe you plop it in the toilet and then do like dog poo.
But what if it's just like a runny consistency?
Oh, come on. You stuck on this number 3. Leave it alone.
No, it's not number 3. If you just have the green apple splatters.
I have questions. Wow, to the rescue. The red bag looks too small. It did look small. Disease on high levels of poop was a dire need.
Disease
and high level poop. Apparently there was a ship that just sank with new cars on board. I saw that. And after being on fire for like a month or something near Alaska, I saw that. It was a cargo ship. They were carrying new cars, and it was like 300 cars. It was like 300 cars.
Damn.
She said remix.
Damn tariffs.
Now they're really gonna go up now. It was called like and started singing old spirituals. Y'all make y'all survivor kids for your homes should we in strange times. I'm saying. Hello, Lisa Cruz Lover Miller.
Hey, thank you for being here.
Hey, how are you? I crash out on the inside, but I go straight into crisis resolve mode.
I'm like, it depends on the level of crises. I can usually, it just gets when it gets to an insane level of crises, and I start like,
I know there were Karens on board. Had to be Karens on board. It wasn't no choice. Had to be Karens on board. Imagine if you were about to win big in the casino.
Yo! How we going? Yo! I never thought about that.
But they say if something happened to the machine and you win, and something happened to the machine.
Bro, think about that. I
thought about it because I see it all the time. They be like, if something happens to the machine and you win, something just happened to the machine. You ain't won nothing.
okay, what I was saying was, imagine that happened. You just hit a jackpot for 10 racks. And then the power cuts off. You have to sit with that shit for literally for 4 days. And you have to be out there on the cruise ship. Man.
I'm really hoarding.
So
now.
not only did you lose
shop.
10 racks.
I'm leaving with 10,000 worth of something. I'm leaving here with something. Open that shop up. Give me some of these pocketbooks. I know exactly who I would want to get stuck on a poop cruise with. My Uncle Tony, all that Pittsburgh coming out. He's going to be fighting this for the fair.
Uncle Tony sounds like somebody who
He do. He absolutely do. That's your life. So you either do something or Brandon at Brandon. I'm cussing with you. Your points are less than mine.
Okay, good. I know we right there.
So if they built a Titanic 2, y'all going on it? That name sold it for me. You gotta never worry about me getting on that.
No, because they
said they built one though.
Titanic has killed
too many people, even after the fact.
Yeah.
Even after the fact. Now I'm good on it. That name, it's like you build a restaurant and the restaurant go out of business, and then another restaurant move in there, and that restaurant go out of business. And another move. Listen, the building got bad juju on it. The restaurant ain't gonna survive. Okay, don't keep moving restaurants in this building. I'm not doing it. That name too famous. The name too famous. I know that dry dock process was nasty. Imagine pulling back that carpet. And that's what it was talking about. The crew had to pick up the poop after the ship finally got in the dock. That the crew had to clean it up.
That's another thing I want. Like, they're not paid nearly enough.
Nope.
Oh, shit.
The seas. They're not paid enough. And obviously they was working 70 hours a week then. When they said they were taking them people to Mobile, listen, they was hot. Especially them girls, they was like, listen, we just thought we was going to pull up to Mexico and get us a margarita, honey. We was ready to get off the ship. They wasn't done partying. They was going to Mexico to have a margarita.
I'm trying to figure out. I know, like, Mexico would have been the, like, easiest way. But let's time be damned. I think I would rather end up back in the States. Like, if there was equal, like, we can go to Mexico, we can go to Mobile, and it's the same time. I would still rather. I think I'd rather be in Mobile.
I just want to be off the ship.
That too.
And especially if we got to go to Progreso, though, probably yeah, because they was taking them to Progreso.
It ain't
nothing to Progreso. Make them forget about the situation. So free drink it is.
They're not gonna forget about the situation when they're pooping the guts out because of the liquor and no food.
Right. Y'all get drinks and go to sleep. The Carnival dump, and that's exactly what it's gonna be. That's exactly what it's gonna be. Because by the time you finish with them onion and tomato sandwiches, and you got a belly full of liquor, what is the onion tomato sandwich count? We're at 4.
5 technically.
5.
Well, Liam sent 10, C sent 1, Yellow sent 1. So Liam sent 2, so that's 2, 3, 4. So you're right. 4.
Okay. Wait a minute, am I tripping?
So that's 6.
Yes,
6 away.
6 away. Okay, only 2 drinks, maybe 4 or 5 drinks a day will make me forget about the situation.
Right, but
Liam, you got to think now. And there was somebody, them people double fisting them out the gate. Syrup sandwich. Brandon made it while we were at Lush. Oh. He probably did.
I probably did. I probably did.
He probably did. Leo said, I'm leaving with my money. Those people should have became Diamond members for life.
But guess what? It will all be for naught. Right.
Right. Do y'all going too much into the name Titanic and let it go?
And I mean this just in a... Why do a certain group of people
obsessed
about the Titanic?
How do you even start cleaning that?
You gotta
put a match. Just finished burning.
So
they should have brought
when we had a flood in our bathroom, they just obviously you have to rip up the floor and put a bunch of fans in there.
Yeah, but you're not gonna do that when poop is involved. That was regular. That was clean water. There wasn't no wastewater.
Can we get some cash money now?
Plenty dollars. Plenty dollars. Can we get?
Thank you, Cal.
Thank you.
Onion and tomato sandwich sound good, don't it? Thank you. 5 more to go. Ask the people on the sunrise if they smell something.
How long was that ship out of commission for? Did they say?
I don't know if they did. They just said they took it out and it cost them $115 million to refurbish it. I don't even know everything in the trash. Like, you got to tear the floorboards out. You got to gut. You have to gut the walls because they said it was going through the walls. You got to gut everything. You got to gut it and just leave the metal frame and start all over. You got to take it down to the
4
middle.
months.
4 months.
Yes.
That ain't even enough. That ain't even enough. Not take it down to the middle and power wash.
Oh, so before it came back into service, it broke from its moorings during a storm and collided with another vessel, which further delayed its return.
That's a whole new ship now at this point. Y'all should just.
Y'all might have totaled that out.
Y'all should have look.
Where y'all insurance at?
The frame is bent. You can't do nothing with that. The frame is bent.
It's a salvage title.
It's a salvage title. The frame is bent. You can't do nothing with that. The axle broke. Okay, ain't no more bearings. Throw it in the trash. Scrap it for metal and get another one. That's it. You spent more money on that one than you did building another one. If I was a crew, I would be like, I ain't cleaning up Jack. I don't like my own poop.
I would imagine people, and like they didn't give people raises either.
You know they did.
They probably just gave them certificates.
Need more $5 for the onion sandwich poop special. 5 more $5. Too bad you can't put some bacon on that sandwich.
No, I want an authentic Carnival Triumph cuisine.
It's a sign. I mean, they should have scrapped it and built a new ship from it. Scrap metal. Not the frame is bent. Sure said, nah, we can't put that on the road. You want to go ahead and total her out. The frame bent on that, baby. The frame bent, and then we can't even sell it back to you. You can't even buy it for a salvage title. Go ahead. We got to scrap this. We got to scrap this. You got to just end your contract as crew members after that cruise. That's it. That's it. Hey, Uncle Eddie, how are you? Thanks for popping in.
You can't. Like, bro, we gotta talk about this, bro. I'm gonna need a couple more dollars an hour.
Yeah, ain't no way.
So do they get paid hourly or they get paid?
I think they get a salary.
They get a salary,
Yeah.
like whatever they contract
The
states.
contract states, yeah, they get a salary. Yeah. All right, so we got 2 minutes, and then I do want to bring up a part of that, but I'm gonna bring it up after dark. But it's still gonna be about it now. It's still gonna be about it.
Fill my drink.
Okay, so yeah, so to me, this whole thing, I don't know. I'm still on the life. I'm letting it go, the lifeboat thing, because I understand the chaos it could cause. But in my mind, give me a lifeboat. You might have been better off trying to sneak on a lifeboat and sleep than you was. I know what the after dark part is. Yeah. Yes. Because that part right there tripped me out. That part there. And you know what? It probably was more than just that one incident. It was probably more than just that one incident. Let me see. I'm going to try to see something. I want to see if something exists. Yeah, because I know people were saying that a lot of the stuff wasn't even like told. One of the things they were saying it wasn't told was that that people were getting People were getting food poisoning. It was probably from those tomato sandwiches. People were getting food poisoning. So, but we here now. I care now. I care more. All right, let's get it. Okay, so y'all know I was trying to save it. And y'all did so good. Y'all helped me. Y'all didn't bring it up. I appreciate it. 100 in the tent city is wild. It wasn't even in the tent city. It was not in tent city. That was on an open pool. They didn't have no tent. My girl said they was on a chair. They were on a deck chair. No sheet, no nothing. Just bearing it all. All because they opened that daggone bar. They opened that bar. They ain't had nothing. They ain't want no sheet. The girl said, y'all want no sheet or nothing? Y'all just gonna openly hunch in the middle of the ship and the kids running around. Like y'all just woo crazy.
And nigga, is that indecent exposure?
Yes. Y'all said hunching in the tent. They wasn't in the tent. They was just on a deck chair. Homegirl said it was right in her face. She said it was in her face.
She said, "You want to put a sheet on?"
You want to put a sheet on or something?
They're like, "Nah."
When the bachelorette party girls start to get dignity about stuff, you don't lost control. When they had the dignity, everybody lost control. They said them people was going ham. They wasn't only fighting, but then once you throw liquor on a problem and see what happened. I guess people went from mad to happy, and then, like Brandon said, once you throw liquor on top of it, they newly married, they in a dire straits, they in bad situations, they don't know what's gonna happen.
We may never get out the ship.
Let's just do it one more time.
One last time.
One more time.
I'll tell you, for anybody who knows, if you've ever said to somebody, let's just do it one more time, it has never ended well.
It's never ended well. That's one more time. That one more time, Jesus is never it's always something behind it, Lord. It just never just go. Nope, it never just go. They did that when the power isn't out. They do that when the power yes, but the fact that we are in the middle of a crisis, that's your first listen. That liquor was talking, baby. So whose responsibility is it to move at that point? I gotta go. Because you're not gonna move them. You gonna move them? Because they was in the middle of handling business and they wasn't about to stop.
I bet you if you go in there and you drop something in a red bag, they'll get on.
Throw a red bag at them, they'll get up. Oh, are you scared to move and lose your spot? Well, I mean, listen, if everybody's sleeping outside, you just got to suffer through it. Because you ain't no telling where you're going to find another spot. Independent Black boy said, Lord, why did I walk in on?
This is like the fifth time somebody said.
Oh, did you listen, Big Zilla? Did you watch the documentary? Them girls can't even remember how they got out of Cosmill to this day.
She said they may have rolled me back to the ship. I don't know.
She was like, honestly, we just
where it looks like they went? It looks like they went to that Senor Frogs that we went to. So if they went to that Senor Frogs that we went to,
they got toe up.
Buddy.
They got toe up for sure. She said, "Break out the camera."
You can take your clothes off. We can make a movie.
See, that was this kind of camera.
My boyfriend.
But you got a whole cabin. It was full of poop. Because at this point, was this the point where it started seeping down the walls? Or was it when the tugboats got there?
It started seeping out of walls, so the
tugboat got in.
When things got
low. Because they had one in the back and they had one in the front, but the tugboats were trying to counteract the ship.
Yeah, this is before then. This is before the tugboats got there.
So that was okay. So it wasn't even to that point yet. Okay. World Star. Maybe they thought they were in their cabin. There ain't no telling what they thought. They was drunk. I have not seen it yet. Oh, fam, you gotta watch. You gotta watch. Look to my what happened at Single Frost.
You remember you gave that Magic Mike this?
Hey, both of y'all did a good job. Give me up for y'all. Y'all did a good job.
Great.
Yeah, y'all did a good job. Oh no, who wants to do that? And the ship is full of shit.
Hey man, if it's the end of days, you don't know if you're making it out alive.
They talk about the smell. The smell was so bad.
How bad was it?
Yeah, no, the smell was so bad.
How bad was it?
It was bad enough not to want to do that. If it smelled like that, and then I walk in the room, and I'm like, dang, man, this smell crazy here. You talking about, yeah, girl, but ignore that. Come over here. I ain't coming over there. Why it smell like this in here? Why it smell like this in here? Don't worry about that.
Some people don't like it when you take a shower.
If you, ew. You walk into somebody's house, and somebody's house smell like that, you ain't doing it. Or are you?
Well, men have impossibly low standards.
I can ignore
men
this.
have our standards are
Give
so
me about
low.
45 minutes. I can ignore all this. And then you woke up in the morning, and then you can't find your drawers because the roaches done drug them across your floor. Stop doing anything. Y'all just stop doing anything. Leo said, thank you kindly. Thank you. Yeah, y'all did good. Y'all did good. I'm going to roll the beautiful bean footage.
Yeah, you got to do all that.
I got an uncut version too. Y'all want to hear the song that we're playing? Oh my goodness. No, I can't. Like, I can't. I don't understand it. I don't know how people do it. It ain't that much liquor in the world. It ain't that much. Leo said he won't smell anything.
Yeah, some guys like it when you know it's a little tangy.
Ew.
I'm gonna put myself in timeout.
Yeah, I think you should. Go start prepping your sandwich. Leo said after 10 margaritas. I'm sorry. I can't. He really gonna put himself in timeout too. I just can't. I can't. See, said tanky is wild. It is. Because why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Y'all said, ooh, bro's not ranked coop. I'm just saying the ship. What ship? If the ship smell like that, how do you move past that? It ain't that much liquor in the world. How do you move past that? I just can't. If I'm in distress, it's the last thing I'm thinking about. If I am in distress, I'm not thinking about that. I'm just not thinking about that. She said, why? You come back. Yeah, no, I'm not thinking about it. It's too much. And I don't understand how they did it. So, okay. So the one thing I do know, and I think the one thing that we have to be careful about, and I know Team Reese is in here. I think it may be Kiki. It sounds like Kiki. Okay, so we've talked about this on Cruise Kibbutz, and we've talked about it multiple times about We need to read the cruise contracts. We were going to do an episode on cruise contracts. If we ever get, boy, we're so busy. If we ever get time, okay, we're going to do the episode on cruise contracts because that contract was crazy.
You have it?
No, go ahead. Right. Why? Wait, that means they took it back to the 10th century.
Yeah, what do y'all think they were doing in the olden times and then Game of Thrones times?
He said, "No, I can't." Will. Hey, together we travel. How y'all doing? Listen, I'm gonna say this. Sometimes let me shut up. Let me shut up. Just let me shut up. Yeah. I'm gonna just shut right on up. Okay, so the crew.
Somebody say something.
Cause you know once I get to snorting, it's over. Okay, hold on. Okay, so the cruise contract.
Okay, I got it.
You got it?
You're...
Okay, go ahead, because I got to get myself together.
All right, they had a clause in the contract that states Carnival makes absolutely no guarantees for a safe passage, a seaworthy vessel, adequate and wholesome food, and sanitary and safe living conditions.
You. What? Y'all had some nasty lawyers. Them lawyers was nasty. That's a nasty lawyer to put that in that contract. Hey, I ain't gonna tell you. Hey, you might make it back. The food might not kill you.
But guess what? You can't do shit to us about it.
You can't do nothing. Because and I'm gonna be real with you. Y'all booked the ticket. We booked the ticket, right? We booked the ticket on the cruise. They don't present us with a contract up front. They send us a contract after we done booked the ticket. Then you get the cruise contract in your email or in the app. So honestly, if you got the cruise contract before you made your deposit and you have read that, would you have still went?
That's a big question.
Because even to this day, they don't give you your cruise contract until after they got your money.
Georgia.
To this day. That's crazy to me.
So would you, if that was still in contracts, now we got to go through every cruise contract.
You got to. Because just because they changed it don't mean everybody changed it. T said, I'm back and walked into Will talking about that smell, that fishy smell. C said, Jesus. Heck no. So what the hell you pay for? The fun squad. That's it. No guarantees. They said we can't guarantee that you're going to have sufficient food. What was it again? Read it
again. No guarantees for safe passage, a seaworthy vessel, adequate and wholesome food, and sanitary and safe living conditions. We can put you in the good. You can be homeless.
Amen. Say man. Listen. Amen. Say man. Listen. Carnival said amen. Say man. Listen. You can get on the ship, but that's on you, dog. I don't know what else. This is a soul plane on the seas. They said you can get on the ship, but listen, amen. Say man. Listen. I don't even listen. It might. You might get a tomato onion sandwich. Like, I don't even know, player. Like, you could get a lobster or you can have a tomato onion sandwich. I don't even know. I mean, honestly, this whatever we got in the kitchen, for real. Like, the ship might not conk out in the middle of the water. You might just be floating. Hey, you might make it a port. I don't even know. Listen, but you can get out here you want to. You can get out here you want to. Ain't no big deal.
I'm trying to see if cruise lines still have some version of this.
So, Ms. Deb, that was in the contract that was in Carnival's contract until after this happened. Once this happened, they had to go back and update the clause. But because this happened, people only they settled with people, but people only got $500 and a free cruise. Because in the contract, they had that.
Did they, because that's not enough to shut me up.
They didn't say nothing about there was a clause where you couldn't say anything. Because at this point, it's already out there. So it's already been told. It's on social media. The news got it. People calling their mama and daddies. You can't put a clause on nobody when the information already out there. $500 in the free cruise is what them people got.
You don't think they got any money out of it?
It said at the end of the video, at the end of the movie.
I know. I didn't know if it was they settled out of court.
The lawyer said the lawyer guy took them to. He said we would have had a case if it wasn't for the ticket. Then he came back and said because then they said Carnival settled and people got $500 and a free cruise. That's what they got offered. Take it or leave it. Because in the cruise contract, no people signed a contract. Then he came back and he said, well, if you knew that was in the contract, would you have still sailed? I don't know. You can't answer that because now we can look back and say, no, I ain't getting on that ship. But would you? Would you have still sailed? Because in your mind, you think, ain't nothing going to go down. Ain't nothing going to go down. They removed it post poop cruise and some settlements. Yeah, we still booking and booked. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to be on the celebration moving differently now. And you got to. Hey, somebody needs to sue. Like they tried, but that's the part. It was a part of the contract.
They settled out of court. They got real money. So not only did they get that the $500, they got real money because they settled out of court. So but they had to split. What was it like $5 million or something? $500 million or something like that. But they split between 4,000 people, and then the part of the settlement was $500. So how do you know? How do you determine who got $500 and who got settlement money? Some cases that went to trial saw varying outcomes. For example, a Florida judge reportedly awarded a combined $118,500 in damages to 27 passengers, with individual amounts varying. They said this is a problem with suing cruise lines.
Because in
summary, passengers did receive compensation, both directly from Carnival as an initial gesture of goodwill, the subsequent legal actions and settlements for those who pursued further claims.
How do you determine who got what? So it depends on how good your lawyer was?
I guess whoever decided to push.
Because if they had did a class action suit, everybody could have been under the same lawyer. But everybody just went off for what they knew and got their own lawyers, and then everybody got different settlements.
But the big sticking point was that contract. Like, after that, with that contract, that limited, like, you may want to offer people stuff just for good PR sake, but when does Carnival care about PR?
Yeah. Carnival people, y'all still sailing? What's up, Keisha? Keisha said, I want to know, honey. Y'all still sailing? She said, yep, in July. The contract is under legal notices, and on the website, they could argue that it's available for review beforehand.
Well, read the shit beforehand.
Let's see. This time, casino offers be like, it all in the wording. Technically, the ship is supposed to be safe before sailing, but guaranteed and passage are the operable words.
It's just like
Look at
a
the
car
ladies in the chat.
Or the car, when car companies sell you a car, like, do they not make guarantees that the vehicle will work? Because that's
the limit law. So the cruise ship need a limit law?
Yeah, because guess what? If something's wrong with the car that could put your life in danger, they do a recall of the vehicle. So if there was the fact that nobody thought to put backup generators on cruise ships until this happened is insane to me.
They have them now.
Right, but
why they weren't up there before?
Right. No, there was no secondary source of power. Like that is wild to me that smarter people than me didn't have the foresight to have a secondary power source.
Right. It's given we might sink.
But guess what? If we do sink, there ain't shit you can do about it.
Ain't nothing you can do
It's
about
just
it.
like when the young lady passed away at Disney Springs, but because her husband
signed up for Disney Plus,
a free trial of Disney Plus, in those terms and conditions of the free trial of Disney Plus, it says you can't sue us for any reason. So therefore,
and that's the crazy part, because that ain't got nothing to do with
why
Disney
is that? What does me wanting to watch the Avengers on Disney Plus got to do with you killing my wife at Disney Springs, allegedly?
I'm about to say, run that back. Allegedly. I thought you were going to say people only got their port fees. $500, what's the difference? You went through all that? BYOB, bring your own bag.
Go on Amazon right now.
It's Poo Cruise bag. Yellow said you selling as is. You selling as is.
So it's just a used car at this point.
At this point, what's up, Unc? What's going on, PBT? How you doing, fam? Thanks for popping in. We appreciate you. Alicia said, "Well, couch cruising it is."
Ain't no contracts on the couch.
Ain't no contracts on the couch, baby. Cruise. They learned from the Titanic to put those in the T's and C's. They should have learned it from a lot of things, because like my man said, them ships have been catching on fire, not just Carnivals, but a lot of other ships have been catching on fire for at least 2 years. All this is news to me. Brandon, did you say the ship didn't have backup? Nope.
The Carnival Triumph back in 2013 did not have backup generators.
Nope.
So Carnival had to put $300 to $500 million to all their ships to put them
backup generators
like,
in case something happens.
Oh man, why wouldn't we have a separate? Why would we keep a primary electrical here and not have anywhere else?
Right.
Like that's dumb to me.
That's crazy. I'd be surprised if Spirit doesn't have the same thing in their contract. All of them probably got something like that.
Yeah.
Hey, read the T's and C's before you come to the couch cruise.
Say that again.
Read the T's and C's before you come to the couch cruise, baby.
Say, you know what would be hilarious?
If you put T's and C's.
You put T's and C's like on your community tab. Just put your terms and conditions in your community tab.
And then
for couch cruising.
No, and then I'm gonna tell you where you put it. You put it right here. Hold on. You know I can't find it when I need it. Never mind. I'll show you where to put it later.
Stop ruining a good joke.
It's too late now. It's too late. Oh, it ain't there.
You ruin like.
It's not too late. It kind of is, but it's done now.
I'm about to throw this helmet, bro.
Just have it scrolling. Just have it scrolling across your screen. You have it scrolling like Star Wars at the beginning.
Yeah.
Just couch cruise T's and C's. Oh my goodness. Okay. Back to it. We mighty fly.
We
might fly. We might fly. We might fly. You already ain't getting nothing to eat unless you buy it. So count that out. The only thing you got left is flying. Or we might get our bags. I don't know. The plane may land. It's just gonna stay in the air forever.
Maybe this is important.
Yeah, okay, we gotta cut that out. We gotta cut that out. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I think I'm caught up. Hold on.
Wait. I don't think we are.
Cruise contracts are wild. They basically can take you anywhere they want, and you have no say.
Yeah, that's why it's so hard to sue them.
Most companies have an arbitration clause embedded within a contract, knowing you're not going to read it. Even in healthcare, there's an arbitration clause that say you will settle out of court.
So I know because we've gotten duped to the tune of $25,000 by not reading like the contract. So
just going off of somebody's word.
Yes. So we have learned to try as best we can to read the contract.
I've been on several ships during my Navy career, and while I can't disclose an actual number, the last thing I was worried about was a generator because we had several backups to the backups.
Because it only makes so much sense. Mm-hmm. Why would you have your primary electrical room be the only room? There's no separate room.
So, but that was the thing. The captain told Jen, he was like, "Hey, yeah, the engine went out, but we good because we got 5 more." That's why remember she was like,
and they were like, "Oh, good. Yeah. You don't not know anything about how the ship works."
It was like, we good. They got
nobody knew. That it's almost frightening that like a captain and a cruise director didn't know more about the ship.
But they were like, "Hey, it was too hot to get in there. So once it cooled down, they opened the door and they saw it was fried. Like I don't know, like firewalls."
It is so crazy, again, that the captain and the cruise director knew almost. I would almost say allegedly didn't know anything about the ship, because you say, "Oh, we're good. We have 5 more engines." Okay,
where are they at? Are they in there with the fire? Reading the contract and still going on the cruise, especially if you're on a supply ship or aircraft carrier. Let's see here. No, okay. I think I'm caught up. I think I'm actually caught up this time. Are there any black captains? We'll find out. You know what? I ain't never thought about that.
We barely getting black cruise ship operators.
We're getting them. We're getting them. They're slowly but surely coming, but we're getting them. I don't know. That's interesting. So yeah, that was. If you haven't seen it, or drop in the chat your takeaway moment while Brandon find out if there's any black cruise ship captains out there. Drop in the chat your takeaway moment or something that you drop in the chat, something that you would probably do now when you cruise moving forward, like something that this documentary changed for you. Because I'm like with Anna, I'm taking snacks now.
Yes, there are African American cruise ship captains, though they are still the minority in the industry. One of the most notable is Captain Belinda Bennett, who in 2016 became the first black female cruise ship captain in the commercial cruise industry. She commands the Windstar for Windstar Cruises.
Oh, go ahead, Captain Belinda Bennett. Oh, go ahead, sister girl. Love this for her. Hold on. I thought this was going to show her pictures, but go ahead, sister girl. Let me show Belinda Bennett to y'all. I didn't know Belinda Bennett was I didn't know that. And it's a female. This is Captain Belinda Bennett. Wow.
That's crazy.
That's dope.
She got that shit on.
So if you are interested, Heritage and Education Center, they had an interview with her on September 11th, 2023. Nice. That's dope. Love to see it. Let's see here. Brady asking ChatGPT. It may not answer that because he said black. Hey, Cassandra, how are you?
All right, see, got us. You.
Oh.
Ron.
Oh, sorry. Let's see here. I don't know what's happening. The guest admits a full understanding of the character of the vessel and assumes all risks, incidents to travel and transportation and handling of guests and cargo. Yikes. Like, what does that even mean?
As you can tell by Siobhan's very uncomfortable yikes, she didn't know, and we don't know.
I know. That's why I was like, yikes, what does that mean? Right, Windstar. Like, come on.
Gang.
Come on. Order a case of water to your cabin. Right. Order a case of water to your cabin. Let's see here. I think that is dope. Dang, she ain't.
T.
Come on, T. Let us have a win.
Damn.
Let us have one win, T.
Nobody was gonna bring that.
Let us have one win, T. Dang, got it. We're doing well, Cassandra. We hope you are. T said, I'm just joking. No,
it's out there now.
Dang, got it, T.
Now everybody in their chat just shaking it.
Black captain of the ship temporary. It was Solomon dude that said, I'm the captain now.
Not from Captain Phillips. You got it.
Oh, yeah.
Because you weren't going to stop.
No, it wasn't going down. It wasn't stopping.
You weren't going to stop clicking on it.
No, because it was popping up, so I just kept clicking. Just saying shit. T, go sleep.
We love you. God knows we do.
Go sleep, T. Go sleep.
Somebody get Tony out of here, bro.
Good. Let me take this.
So please take her off the screen. We were trying to celebrate.
Yeah, black excellence. Here you go.
Who amongst us hasn't missed?
See, now what if I was trying to get this one? This woman ain't coming now. What if I was trying to get her here to talk to us about, achieving goals and dreams? And she'll be like, what did T do?
So I was watching a lot of your I was watching a lot of your stuff, and there was this woman, I think yours, y'all kept calling her T or Tanya, and she was insulting my weight. Can you explain to me why she would do that?
I'm like, ma'am, y'all know T. Ain't nobody got control of what she say, ma'am. Not even Timmy. Just let her ride, man. Don't pay her no mind. Come on ahead and talk to us. Nah, Alicia said, she going into the weeds. No, don't leave now, Alicia. Don't leave now, Alicia. Come on in. You in here with us now. You a part of it. Don't go nowhere. Hey, Makai, how are you? Thank you for dropping in, fam. And I got you on the calendar. I'll send you the email, the invite tomorrow. Oh, no. Well, y'all got anything else to talk about? Poop.
So next week, Everybody go do homework. Everybody go watch the Ocean Gate documentary on Netflix, and we can spin the block on ocean-related subjects because that was gross.
Tell you on that bourbon. Because it don't exit like Ursula. Nah, you gotta here. Okay, so you got Brandon gave you your homework. It's on Netflix too, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Because are you gonna be pissed watching that one? Oh boy, are you gonna be pissed? Yes, tell Liam about Ocean Gate.
You don't know what Ocean Gate is?
Oh, go ahead and let him know.
It's the submarine that tried to go find the Titanic and
the one that was driving with the PlayStation controller.
GameCube controller.
Sorry. OT Brandon got a challenge for you. See it happen. Alicia said, "It's still like Homer." Brandon, what's your challenge for T? Oh, because y'all need 5 more. T wasn't here. Do they have another cruise doc? Yes, and they're coming out with another one. They're coming out. Oh, this is gonna be good. If y'all hanging out with us this summer, this is gonna be good.
Because we ain't going nowhere.
We ain't going nowhere, so we got nothing to do but watch Netflix and talk to y'all about it. Okay, they're coming out with another one about the lady who went missing on the Royal Caribbean cruise in 1998. We're gonna talk about that one too. Okay, nobody getting spared. We're talking about everybody. Okay. Yeah, we're going to talk about that one too. Because said that documentary scares me. Listen.
And I'll say this. And I love everybody in the world. Everybody on this channel is welcomed. Everybody's welcome on Two Parkers, One World. Everybody. But if you are a certain kind of person, and this is because it's Omaha, if you are a certain type of person, and y'all can text us on the side if you want to know, never give up on your dreams. If you are a certain type of person, never give up on your dreams. No. Anything's achievable.
Anything is possible. And once, if you have not seen it, I don't know if you're going to be mad or just how dumb. Oh my God. You just got to watch it. No, not drinking, just an observation. I'll stop now. I'll go sit in the corner.
Hey, I just had to go to the corner.
He had to go sit in the corner too, so y'all good company.
What did I say? Something about some tang?
Yeah. Tang.
Got a little tang to it. Like a little tang.
They went to explore the sea on a perk 30.
And they didn't know what every hey, really it's making this sound. It was like, okay.
And listen,
go watch it.
You just got it's so much. It's so many warning signs that could have stopped all this. It was so many. Netflix and chill.
No,
you ain't gonna chill. You're gonna be pissed. You're gonna be too pissed to chill. What was the date? That was on Dateline, right? It was on Netflix too, right?
Yeah, the Ocean Gate disaster.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah. Remember when that dude on Carnival did they ever come back and say anything about him? Man, listen, I need all the documentaries to come out.
Like we watched a documentary on Netflix about the mayor who's smoking crack. Drugs.
Yeah, I don't think you can say that. I looked through the T's and C's of monetization.
And
yes, you can't. Yes,
can't say butt crack.
Next Thursday update: how we got banned from Carnival? Who? Not us. No man, don't put that evil on us, honey. We still want to cruise high seas. We ain't doing nothing no different than nobody else doing. Watching it tonight. Watch it. I'm telling you, we're gonna talk about next week. Let's see. Have fun. I tried I try to cancel Netflix, and they come with the heat. They coming with the heat this summer. They really got some good stuff.
It'd be
out
like,
there.
Man, because there was a point there. I was like, man, I don't watch anything on Netflix. Oh, what's this? Squid Games. Stranger Things.
Man, they going in this year.
Okay. There's this quarterback documentary. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll keep Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh, Gilmore Girls is here.
I love Gilmore Girls. Talking about the lady that went missing. Yes.
So there is a documentary. I think that's what
it is. Yeah. Yes, it is coming out. Sharks got them. Somebody got them. That's why I travel with my Bible and my holy oil. Hey, do what you gotta do, fam.
Praise him.
Praise him. That mayor of mayhem was crazy. Hey, listen, it's so many documentaries and they're good.
And that was very much a precursor to our current political climate.
The Toronto mayor. Yep. See, I get it free with T-Mobile. Yes, sir. You just gotta sit through the ads. Yeah.
We don't even sit through the ads because
no.
It's about the only thing we have that
don't sit through the ads. But yeah, T-Mobile. But you can listen. They let you upgrade for a little bit extra with no ads. Yeah. They'll pay the bulk. You just pay a little bit extra.
So like I said, that document is very much a preview as to what current political. Because did you know you can just own a country and without approval from the proper people?
As to list. Why are we talking about that?
We'll talk about what?
Not that. My Netflix is 25 now.
How many screens do you have? And are you in like 8K?
I was cracking up.
Oh,
until the end, of course. Yeah.
They have wrestling, so I can't quit it.
Yeah. You gotta be specific about the seed smoking mayors. Yeah. Yeah, because he wasn't the only one. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Because I was like, wait, he ain't the only one, right?
Nah. C should know about it.
Makai, me too. Somebody else doing a Murdaugh one.
Why?
I don't know. But
can we let that? We got halfway through like more than halfway through the podcast, man. It was like, this is just too much.
It was.
We ain't in the car enough for this.
Nah, it'll be 30 by January. It's going up again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stick. T-Mobile be pissing us off, but we gotta stick beside them so we keep some of these free perks. Because now we're getting Grubhub too. So DoorDash, sorry, DoorDash. So we're getting Dash Pass now, but if you got Amazon Prime, you get Grubhub for free with Amazon Prime. Yeah.
Cut $10 off them fees, huh?
Yes, sir. I remember getting it in the mailbox in college. Me too. We was talking about that when they used to mail you the DVDs in the mail. Yeah. You had to make a list online. You go on the website and you make a list, and then you pick your package. So I think it was like $7.99, and you get one DVD, and then it goes up. You get 2 or 3 at a time.
Did you send those back?
I did send those back. Yeah, it was my money. So you make your list.
Who cares about my future husband's money?
You should have pissed me off. You make your list, you watch it, you put it in the mailbox, and then they send you another one. I used to love to do it for weekends. So I would have my movie night, and I would love to do it. Send my little movie back for the next weekend, and then I have my movie. Netflix really need to stop with the hypes. They're gonna keep going.
Funny. It's like you go to Netflix because to avoid like cable, mm-hmm. And now like with all the digital platforms hiking their prices, you might as well go back to cable.
Mm-hmm. My boyfriend told me don't forget about DC. She said, "Wait, what? I got T." Yeah. So on T-Mobile come with it. Listen,
you not have T-Mobile Tuesdays?
You better get up on. So did you take in when they was doing all the $2 tenders? Because we was tearing them up.
We still do $10 tender. Now we're offering the buy one get one.
The buy one get one, and we got the free tender meal. Yeah. And then they give you the pizza from Little Caesars. We don't really mess with that, but they do. Man, then you get some good stuff. T-Mobile be looking out. They look out for the cookout. Off topic, but did y'all speak on Disney bringing Jonathan Majors back? Brad, I really want to talk about it. I brought it up. You was like, I saw that. I brought it up to you. I showed it to you. We were sitting in the bedroom, me, you, and Shay had came in. We were talking. I was like, did y'all see this? And I showed it to you. And you was like, yeah.
I watch a lot of comic book related movies.
I showed it to you on my phone.
If they're bringing him back, they're bringing him back just to unalive him and wrap up a storyline. I'm being serious. They're really just bringing him back so they can
finish out the story.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like it is going to be swift if it is.
His contract ain't going to be that long. It ain't going to be like it was. Netflix always going up, but if the content is good, I'll keep it.
Yeah.
Keep coming with the heat. Like, they are.
Yeah. Stranger Things coming up finally. Let's go ahead and end that.
Them kids 45 years old.
Squid Games. I just got into Squid Games this year. Like my kids have been on it. Mm-hmm. Just got on Squid Games this year. Love it. You like Wednesday. Mm-hmm. I like some of the documentaries, and again, they have wrestling.
Oh no, I'm getting into them documentaries. It's a whole list. They got the one with the Travis Scott concert. We got to watch that one. What happened at that one? I hate Travis Scott, bro. Well, that's more reason to watch it. I really hate Travis Scott. Yeah, Dash Pass is not helping my business. Them double dashes be hitting.
I love black women, bro.
I'm trying to watch Department Q now. I ain't started that. T-Mobile Tuesdays is everything. Okay, I just got fuel for $2.10 at Shell. Because it's that extra 10 cents off a gallon.
Extra 10 cents off a gallon?
Yeah.
But that can't be 10 cents off a
gallon. No, it might be. But
and where you live at? Where you gas $2.10 a gallon? Because that's a where are you at?
Oh, she said plus WhatsApp is
free
on the flight.
Absolutely. Yep. Ding ding.
Yep. I agree with Brandon totally. They got to give him. They got to give him a swift.
No, it don't. Squid, bro. They just came back out with the Bear. I know Bear's not on Netflix, but
it'll come out tomorrow.
Bro, if you tell me Squid, bro, I ain't gonna have no weekend, bro. If you telling me Squid Games comes out tomorrow and then the Bear came out yesterday, we ain't got no weekend because my wife does not have any self-control. I'm
gonna watch every bit of all at one time. Then I'm gonna be mad with myself. I can't help it. I gotta watch it now because it's good. Listen, I can't even remember the name of it. That one they
damn sure do come out tomorrow.
The one they had with like Tina Fey and Steve Carell and all, that was good. I sat right there and watched it one day. I know I should have paced myself, but I had to see the ending. And then when I saw the ending, I was mad because they left with a cliffhanger. Then the next day I got a notification that they're coming out with season 2. But it don't make no difference to me now because I need to see it now. And that's how I get caught up.
I'm a little bit more judicious.
I got to finish it.
Because I will dilly-dally around the show.
He be pissing me off too. He be pissing me off bad. Like, listen, time's a ticking. Why are we not watching the episode?
I was like, bro, 2 or 3 episodes per session. I can't.
I be like,
but it's like,
Brandon be like, and then I ain't gonna lie, sometimes he'll cut it off, I'll be mad. But I don't say nothing, but I'll be mad. I'll be like, it ended too good. I need to see another one. I got to see it. I'll be keeping Netflix in business. I do because I got
to know. We got to sit down and discuss our TV watching schedule
because I need to see it all.
Now,
we already got to be. We got to start. We have to start.
Okay.
So we got to start that from the beginning. We got to do a rewatch before that come out.
What?
The thing that we just got finished talking about with the kids. They grown up now.
Things?
Yeah, we got to start that.
Oh, I already Gemini a timetable for that. So at least Squid Games is only releasing 1 episode.
See, I'll let them build up. I'm not even watching it. Just let them build up.
I'm not letting any. You can't let shows like this build up because we're both chronically online. So therefore, you're going to catch a spoiler. We can't let Squid Games build. Like the Bear, we can probably let build up even though they dropped the whole thing. Squid Games, you can't let build up.
Are you excited for the new Fantastic Four?
Yeah, because they need to get some shit right, bro. At some point, I did like Thunderbolts. But they didn't make no money though. But I like the movie. But
yes, Netflix does have a different world. Yes, it does. Red light, green light.
And I feel like because Siobhan got into Squid Games late, but she ran through that in 3 days.
The Travis Scott one was sad, and you'll be angry when you read the final.
I don't like Travis Scott, so I will be angry throughout the whole thing.
I ain't in NC. It ain't in NC where you because I need to fill up. Yeah, that $2.10. Anna said it was 25% off altogether. T-Mobile contributed to 15% off and off of it. 15 cents of it, and I had 10 cents from somewhere else. I'm in Delaware. Oh, and y'all got Upside. I'll drop a link if y'all need it. Upside, download Upside. So listen to me.
Yeah, especially with somebody who ain't paying you. Especially if Upside ain't paying you.
Upside is paying me. I'm about to send them a link. I'm gonna drop the link.
Oh.
If you go to Upside, y'all use Upside. If you don't, let me tell you about it. Upside. If you go to the gas station, it'll search gas stations in your area and it'll tell you which one has the best rebate. And then they'll give you money back off of what you spent. So you may get it immediately, whatever you're going to spend at the gas station, but they're going to give you money back in the app and then you cash it out. So you double dipping. You double dipping. I love Upside. I'm going to drop it in the link. I'm going to drop it in the chat. Let's see. Yes, have to see what happens next. That's why you binge watch stuff. I'm bad. I'm bad. I really like to binge watch stuff.
Yeah, it's annoying kind of.
So I'll show you like this one. Okay, so Circle K up the street, the gas is $3 a gallon. But then if I go there to pump gas, it's gonna take 24 cents off. Hold on, let's see if y'all can see it. You see it? It's gonna take 24 cents off. And then if you already got discounts, it counts that too. So that's an extra 24 cents off a gallon. So you feel like your tank, they're going to put that in your bank. See, I done cashed out one time. So y'all see I got $6 in my bank. But yeah, and you do it with food too. They have it with restaurants, convenience stores. Yeah, you can do it anywhere. It's like Taco Bell. If you go to Taco Bell, if you like it, you get 27% cash back. I'm going to send that to y'all. Y'all want it? Let me know if y'all want it. If y'all don't want it, y'all probably got it. I haven't watched an episode of Squid Games yet.
I think I just started watching it just because when I'm at work, I look for stuff to do. Now the camera look.
Oh, sorry.
When I'm at work, I'm just looking for shows to watch. It was like, well, I might as well just go ahead and try to watch it, and I watched it, and it's very addicting.
Delaware, Ohio, and yes. I also use Upside. Okay. The Bob keep deleting my Netflix recommendation. Oh no.
What is it?
I have 5 people on it. Let's say I have 5 people on it from me, and it pays me 3 cents every time those people fill up.
Is it a triangle scheme?
It's not a triangle scheme. Well, I'm gonna put it up there for me just in case anybody want it, okay? And then if y'all want it, if you don't have it, definitely use it.
I really want to know what this Netflix recommendation is.
That's good. Let's see. Oh, you in the suburbs. She said she in the suburbs.
Columbus, Ohio. That's Ohio State University.
Ohio.
OH.
I'm sorry. Oh, sorry.
That's their
Yeah.
stupid thing. And not that you're stupid, but that thing is stupid. I hate Ohio State.
Oh, it was so many. Download Upside. Why is it so long?
That's what she said.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in here, but y'all get it. Okay, there you go. I want the link. Okay, I dropped it. Hopefully it come through because I dropped it from Miss Parker. I guess I need to watch it bye weekend.
And it's always weird coming into shows late.
Yes.
Because I came into Game of Thrones late. that part wasn't my fault.
That was my fault. Because one thing I'm gonna do is if that show pissed me off, I'm gonna stop watching it until I'm not pissed off no more.
The same thing with Walking Dead. We just never went back to Walking Dead.
Walking Dead now, that first episode, it took us a minute. But that first episode,
Baby Farm.
Let's see. I've delivered to Delaware. And speaking of Ohio, please don't watch Surviving Ohio State.
Yeah, that's...
You'll be in tears.
Yes. Yeah.
No.
I'll talk to you about it after we get off.
Okay. Did it come through? If it didn't, then I'll try again.
The one thing I love about my wife, she gonna push forward. She gonna get her joke off. She gonna get her article up. She's gonna get something off.
Why am I being judged?
I'm not being judged. I'm just. Is that not true?
Yeah, I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make it happen now.
She'll stop everything she's doing just to make it happen.
Yeah. Just like I am now. That's the show's name.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. Brandon knows all about it. Okay, so I'm gonna try to drop this in the chat. Y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about? Any recommendations for the weekend?
Oh, well, this is right down my mother-in-law's alley.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord, have mercy.
All you gotta do is say Nigerian.
Boy, I had to put her Netflix profile on the on her YouTube profile on the TV because she started watching all the movies on mine, and I was like, that ain't going down. We're not doing that over here. Okay. All right. Hopefully it went through this time.
If not, she'll try again.
It went through. There you go. There you go. There's my code. Just use my code Siobhan2239 and get 15% off per gallon. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Yep. And then you get cash back on your food and stuff.
Phil asked what Surviving Ohio State is. So it was I think because the Michigan State one was with the gymnast. But this one is with the wrestlers on the team getting essayed by their coach.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, that's.
Oh no, was it a coach or was it the doctor?
The team doctor.
Yeah.
That's sad. Well, we fell short of your goal, so no cruise sandwich tonight.
Might pick it up next week.
Yeah. There you go. How many did we get? We got 1, 2. Liam had 2, so that's 3, 4, 5. Okay. Well, you need 5 more by next week. If you get 5 more next week. If you get 5 more, they can also do it after the live too, so they still count.
Yeah.
So, So next week, I will prepare the makings of the.
OceanGate.
No, I was going to say the
you're going to
Triumph sandwich. I'm going to make sure you got everything for the Triumph sandwich, and we're talking about OceanGate next week, y'all. Unless something else happens with. He was a doctor and was elevated to.
That's right. He was a doctor. Yep.
Let's see. Okay. Anything else? Got anything else?
I do not.
Okay. So, like we said, we here all summer. So, all right. So, I think that is it for tonight. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for being here. And until next time.
Parker's
out.